Drowning in my misery, up to my neck with memories. I don't feel like remembering, I feel like I'm not growing at all. Honestly, I kinda miss the neglect, cause nowadays everybody at my head for a check. Yeah, I got addicted with the feeling of isolation. If I die, spinning my grave in hopes I'm not reincarnated, cause I'm exhausted and lost in the sauce, and I feel like my mind is fading. Throw up my set and throw your shade, tell me how much you hate it.
The ups and downs keep killing me. Never thought I'd let you get to me. Now I'm falling gradually.
Only won't let me see. Time heals all wounds, so I've been waiting patiently, cause I'm no Wolverine. Throw my demons back up off me, but they took control of me. Enemies surrounding me, trying to fold me like origami. Got me gripping on my lifesaver, holding my breath, hoping for tomorrow. Life ain't for the weak, I feel the pain until I'm
the ups and downs keep killing me. Never thought I'd let you get to me. Now I'm falling gradually. Mood swing misery. Feel like everybody is watching me. Can't seem to shake it off of me. Pulling all the life from me. Mood swing
in my misery, up to my neck with memories. I don't feel like remembering, I feel like I'm not growing at all. Honestly, I kinda miss the neglect, cause nowadays everybody at my head for a check. Yeah, I got addicted with the feeling of isolation. If I die, spinning my grave in hopes I'm not reincarnated, cause I'm exhausted and lost in the sauce, and I feel like my mind is fading. Throw up my set and throw your shade, tell me how much you hate it.
the ups and downs keep killing me. Never thought I'd let you get to me. Now I'm falling gradually. Mood swing misery. Feel like everybody is watching me. Can't seem to shake it off of me. Pulling all the life from me. Mood swing misery.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch SmackDown tomorrow because it's pre-taped anyway. Because while it's live in Scotland, we'll get it on tape delay in the States. So.
I've been waiting patiently, cause I'm no Wolverine. Throw my demons back up off me, but they took control of me. Enemies surrounding me, trying to fold me like origami. Got me gripping on my lifesaver, holding my breath, hoping for tomorrow. Life ain't for the weak, I feel the pain until I'm
the ups and downs keep killing me. Never thought I'd let
Probably
you get to me. Now I'm falling gradually. Mood swing
could probably be someone from my chat who came through.
Can't seem to shake it off of me. Pulling all the life from me. Mood swing
in my misery, up to my neck with memories. I don't feel like remembering, I feel like I'm not growing at all. Honestly, I kinda miss the neglect, cause nowadays everybody at my head for a check. Yeah, I got addicted with the feeling of isolation. If I die, spinning my grave in hopes I'm not reincarnated, cause I'm exhausted and lost in the sauce, and I feel like my mind is fading. throw up my set, then throw your shade. Tell me how much you hate it.
The ups and downs keep killing me. Never thought I'd let you get to me. Now I'm falling gradually. Between misery, feel like everybody is watching me. Can't seem to shake it off of me. Pulling all the life from me.
Yo,
We are here. Finally, it is the first ever collab video slash stream with my boy, ThatBoyAlex, who is finally here with us in our first predictions for WWE Clash of the Castle. I'm very excited to do this. It is the first time that I'm doing this, and no better way to start off the predictions than with my special guest, ThatBoyAlex, who is an incredible YouTuber with around 1,000 subs. That, if I'm not mistaken, actually, I think he had around 1,000 or 2,000 subs. I gotta check his channel later on in the streams. But tonight we're gonna do predictions, like I already said, for Clash of the Castle. It's gonna be this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why the hell it's at 2 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes it's at 1 and 2, but now it's at 2 because the last PLE it was at 1 p.m. Eastern, even though it was in Saudi Arabia. So this time they changed it. And the one from Backlash, that was at 3 p.m. Eastern. So time keeps changing for some reason. I don't even understand. So yeah, Alex, can you introduce yourselves to the new subscribers in this channel?
yo, what's going on, guys? I'm your boy, that boy Alex here, and I am super grateful to be here with Chris on this first ever collab stream. This is my first ever collab I did with a YouTuber since early 2022, man. I am a YouTuber with over 2,000 subscribers, and basically what I do is I be live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays when I'm able to, Fridays, and Saturday and Sundays whenever they have pay-per-views. You know, we cover both companies. We cover WWE, we cover AEW. We don't do none of that tribalism shit over here. So yes, I cover both companies. I keep it fair. I keep it real. So be sure to come check me out, man, if you want to. And I'll be live this Saturday for WWE Clash at the Castle. But tonight, I'm going to give you guys my predictions and my takes on what should happen on this show. So I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. This man does TNA. He does AEW Dynamite. He does Raw. He does SmackDown. He does POEs. He does pay-per-views. He does everything you can ask for. Like, this man does everything, even when he has a goddamn job. Like, I don't know how this man does it. Like, this man going nuts with his YouTube channel. I already checked. He has 2,000 subscribers. So congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. You hit it recently. I
Thank you.
you actually hit that recently. But yeah, we're now on the grind, and we're gonna start off with the predictions. So, without further ado, let's kick things off. The first match we're gonna start off on this stream, on this prediction stream, it is none other than the I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It is Cody Rhodes defending the title against none other than AJ Styles. It's gonna be a fantastic rematch from what was the one at Backlash. It was actually pretty good, even though we already knew who was gonna win. But this time, it added more interest into this feud and into this match. So, without further ado, Alex, what are your predictions for this match between these two?
Easily, Cody is gonna keep the championship. I don't see Cody losing for a long time, and I'm glad they added a stipulation to this match instead of just giving us another normal match. But you know, this one raised, you know, the stakes higher and an I Quit match. And realistically, on Saturday, I'm gonna need to see some blood
Oh,
from Cody, man.
oh, absolutely.
Like
He hasn't done
these
anything, man. He hasn't done
these
anything. To be honest with you.
these two these two guys, man, you know, they made this person, you know, AJ faked that retirement, and then Cody had to come back. He said, I'm gonna get you in this I Quit match. And then, you know, that's how it is. And Cody, he gonna get his lip back. For real. and
Oh, oh,
he gonna make AJ bleed, and AJ gonna make Cody bleed, and we need to get blood for
oh yeah,
real.
for
Like,
sure. So, you said Cody's gonna win. Sure,
yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. Some people could see AJ Styles win this match for some reason because AJ lost the last one at Backlash. But here's the thing: at the same time, I don't see it happening. So I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Championship over AJ Styles. But this match is gonna be so much better than the one in Backlash. I expect these two to give us a classic of a match between these two. I expect blood. I expect chaos. I expect these two jump off for the freaking crowd or onto each other, like the one Sting did to his opponents back at Revolution, which was fucking ridiculous to be honest with you, and the one that Darby Allin did as well in that same pay per view. So I expect something similar to that, but at the end of the day, we already know that Cody Rhodes is not going to do the championship this early in his run. So I do not see Cody Rhodes lose the title. But do you see Roman Reigns, The Rock, or any other superstar interfere or return in this match against AJ Styles?
here's the thing: if someone pops up, it's going to be a new Bloodline member. I feel like.
Okay,
And
sure.
Hikuleo from New Japan, his contract, I think his contract expired with New Japan. Hikuleo is on his way to WWE. I think he's getting a name change.
Yeah.
He might be WWE files some trademark for Tala Tonga or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that report today.
Yeah.
I haven't checked that much from him. I'll be honest with you,
Mhm.
because I only watch WWE and also AEW. So outside of those two, I don't search for or haven't seen that much from the other companies. So it's gonna be interesting in what he does in the ring or in the company as well. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I don't see any interference from anybody else. I expect a clean match between the two.
Yeah.
That's at least in my opinion what I think should is gonna happen. And as far as his next opponent goes, I think Randy Orton should be his next opponent for Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship. That's just my opinion. After he's done with AJ Styles, what do you think?
Yeah. And SummerSlam, that's their next big pay-per-view, and Cody is going to need that big opponent. And I think Randy Orton will be that guy to, you know, give him that spark and, get the people talking, get everybody talking about that match at SummerSlam. I
Yeah.
think that should be one of the matches booked at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. That story is already written because these
Oh yeah,
guys,
for
these
sure.
yeah, they was in Legacy together back in the day. They had their fathers, so that's a story that's easily written. And maybe Randy can come back. He can go heel. Randy as a heel, I will tell you this: he's
Fantastic.
perfect,
He's fantastic.
fantastic.
He's fantastic.
Yeah,
But keep in mind, Randy Orton before that, he is gonna face Gunther at some point. I don't know if it's gonna happen at Money in the Bank. We don't know if it's gonna happen on the Random SmackDown. But yes, Randy Orton, as we saw in the footage, he got screwed from
yeah,
his match because he had his shoulders up. He saw the replay. But I think I will see that for Money in the Bank, a rematch between the two. But at the end of the day, I don't see Randy Orton win against Gunther. I think it's gonna stay the same result. With Gunther going to SummerSlam and face whoever is World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. So Randy Orton, either if he gets his match at SummerSlam, or they might wait a little longer, which I don't know if it's gonna be the right strategy for them, because some people are saying that he could face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania next year, but that's like 10 months away. This is
yeah,
right now. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if they have what it takes to like keep that momentum going to WrestleMania with Randy Orton, all the
mhm,
way to WrestleMania. I don't know if they have it in them, or unless they want to do a title match between The Rock and Cody Rhodes after SummerSlam, because I see The Rock challenge Cody Rhodes for the championship, because The Rock actually said it before he left the company the
yeah,
night after WrestleMania, because The Rock said that he wants Cody Rhodes and the championship. So if he's champion or not, because He wants Cody Rhodes, but if it's for the title or not, he wants Cody Rhodes. So we're gonna see a match in the future between The Rock and Cody Rhodes if The Rock is healthy. Because unfortunately, you saw a couple of days ago that The Rock, fortunately injured his elbow, and my God, it was red. We got the
Yeah.
update on Instagram and as well as Twitter. My God, it was fucking painful. It reminds me of John Cena back in the day when he actually injured his bicep uh, during his match with Daniel Bryan, and he had to
Hmm.
miss a couple months of action. Then he won the world title. So it was kind of like a similar situation, but I expect The Rock to heal a little bit quick. Now, is he gonna wrestle at SummerSlam? I don't think so. I think he's not gonna wrestle at SummerSlam. But is he gonna wrestle after SummerSlam? I think that's gonna happen because then Roman Reigns will come into the picture, and Roman Reigns, I think he at the end of the day he's gonna screw The Rock because of what happened at WrestleMania. You saw Roman Reigns lose, and The Rock
Yeah.
didn't even help him at all. Hell, he didn't even show up with The Rock the next night. He was still in his gym, pretty much training for his return. So I don't see The Rock or Roman Reigns win at all the championship because I think they're gonna have a feud leading to WrestleMania, and I think this is a hot take, in my opinion. I think we're gonna see a War Games match between Rock's team, which is gonna include probably Solo Sikoa, Tomatonga, Tangaloa, and the new superstar I forgot his name, against Roman Reigns' bloodline itself, which it could include Jim Uso, Jey Uso, and I don't know if it will make sense, but I think Sami Zayn should be in the midst. I'll be honest with you, because Sami Zayn was part of the old bloodline, so having those guys in a War Games match right before WrestleMania, I think that'll be fantastic. Opinion. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. That will more than likely that will be the War Games match, and that's the most intriguing, War Games match that you can do is Rock's bloodline versus Roman's bloodline because that's going to be the big story going into Survivor Series War Games with those two teams. I don't think there's nobody else, that will fit perfectly for this War Games match
Mm-hmm.
other than those two teams. So yeah, and I think at WrestleMania 41 you're going to get Rock and Roman Reigns because it's WrestleMania 41, it's Las Vegas. You're not gonna. You have to do that match.
Also, I'm trying to go
That
there. I'm trying to go there
yeah,
to Vegas. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna say all the rest of the cash that I get for the rest of the year. I want to save that for WrestleMania because I don't want to miss this WrestleMania,
yeah,
especially in Vegas. Come on now, in
yeah.
Vegas.
WrestleMania 41, man. I cannot miss that WrestleMania. Like I got to get there. Like
Also, let's stop right there. Chris Clear, in the chat. Welcome to stream. Bailey's birthday's on Saturday. I didn't know that, to be honest with you.
oh,
I didn't
okay.
I didn't know Bailey's birthday's on Saturday. Hell, we could see Bailey win on her birthday. Just saying.
Yeah,
It might happen. Just saying. Even though we're in Piper Niven's hometown, which we're gonna talk about it later in the stream. Piper Niven has a big opportunity to show herself what she got against Bailey for the women's championship. We're gonna talk about it during the stream as we move on into Clash of the Castle. So yeah, at the end of the day, I see Cody Rhodes retain the championship against AJ Styles, even though it's gonna be a great match. I would also said that Cody Rhodes is gonna retain, and that's what I think is gonna be the case for Clash at the Castle. So yeah, we're gonna move on from here. We're gonna continue with our Intercontinental Championship match. One of my matches that I'm actually interested in because of the story that they've been building for the last couple months. That is Shaq Gable challenging Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Alex, without further ado, who do you think is gonna win this match? Because I think this is gonna be unpredictable in my opinion. This can go either way. Just saying. This can go either way.
I think. Crap. It's really tough. I think we get a new champion in Gable.
Wow. Damn.
I think with the help, I think Otis would switch up and turn on Gable finally, and then Gable's gonna set up Otis and Tozawa and
Hmm.
Maxine, and he'll bring in the new Alpha Academy. He's gonna bring in the Creed brothers and Ivy now to take out Maxine, Tozawa, and Otis, and we're gonna get a whole new Alpha Academy. And why not start off hot by giving Gable the championship? And also, we all know Gable, his contract and stuff like that. People think, oh, they're not going to give him the championship because his contract is coming up. I think he quietly resigned. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
stay
he
with the
did resign.
company.
He did resign, but I don't
Yeah,
know if they're gonna make it the deal during the weekend or he has to sign it already. I'm not sure about
yeah,
his contract.
yeah. I don't see him going nowhere else. I think he resigns. I think he wins the belt on Saturday, and we get a new Alpha Academy, and we get things going from there.
Oh yeah.
And can you imagine? Can you imagine if he? Oh my God! If Gable just won that title,
Yes. Oh my God. He
yeah,
needs the moment. He needs a moment. He hasn't won a championship
yeah.
in WWE at all.
I don't
Outside of
has
NSC, outside NSC and the Tag Team Championship. We're talking about singles championships here. He has not won any single championships in WWE. None. And I really hope Chad Gable finally gets this moment, and that'll be crazy. So here's what I think. I agree with you in this one because I think I'm gonna go with Chad Gable. I'm gonna go with Chad Gable as well. I think Chad Gable, not only Otis is gonna turn on Chad Gable, but right after that, because I think Sammy's gonna hit the Hulu kick, but Shaq Gable will kick out. I think Shaq Gable will kick out the Hulu kick, and that's where he gets the Creed brothers into the midst. And
yeah,
screw Sami Zayn out of the Intercontinental Championship. Shaq Gable hits his finisher 1, 2, 3. Shaq Gable becomes the Intercontinental Championship. I think that's how it's gonna end. And the Creed brothers need something like hell. They lost
yeah,
in 2 minutes against AOP. I mean, come on, man, that's ridiculous. And then the week later, the same against the New Day. I get it. I get it. They want to get the AOP some wins and some dominant wins, but at the same time against a team like the Creed Brothers, come on, man. What does the Creed Brothers don't even deserve that, in my opinion. They don't. They
yeah. The
don't deserve
Creed brothers their tenure on the main roster, they just been just ice cold. Like it feels like something is gonna get going well for them, and then they just you know pull the rug back a little bit, and I just feel like it's a tug of war, with the Creed brothers on the main roster, and I just feel like they just have gotten ice cold, and
Now, what do you do with Matsine and Akira Tozawa? Because the story here is with Otis, but what about Matsine and Tozawa? What do you do with them? Because they're like in a very rough spot. If I'm being honest, they're in a really rough spot. Because Otis is the only one that is like that has something interesting. Because the fans want Otis to do what he should have done a while ago, and that's attack Shaq Gable. But what do you do with Matsine and Akira Tozawa? What do you do in that mess? What do you do?
I think you keep I think you keep Maxine as a valet. I just she's not ready to be an in-ring worker.
No, definitely not. She's
Definitely not. And I get it. And I know one of my one of my good friends. She loves Maxine and all that stuff. But I just don't think Maxine is. She's green. She's not ready yet. And I believe her role as a valet is best served. And I believe she should stay with Otis and stay with Tozawa.
I
And
I think they should stay together for now.
yeah.
I don't
And
know what I don't know what the future will be though. I don't know.
I don't know what Tucker is doing from Heavy Machinery, but what is he doing? Like,
He's not even in the
get up.
company. He's fired. The
Yeah,
man's the man's fired. Hell, he got fired years ago. I don't even know where he's
yeah,
at right now. I don't even know where he's
yeah.
with his
I don't.
wife. I don't
Yeah,
even
I
know
don't
to be
think he.
honest with you.
I don't know if he wrestles anymore or not. I haven't like heard anything from him, but like if they can, like they should like bring him back. Like,
I don't know what they're gonna do with that guy. I'll be honest.
yeah,
So yeah, hopefully they can find something for those two,
yeah,
Akira Tozawa and Matsine. So at the end of the day, I see Shaq Gable become the new Intercontinental Champion. That's my prediction. That's what I think is gonna happen, and I think it's gonna stay that way. Fortunately, Sami Zayn is gonna have a short title reign. I feel bad for Sami
yeah,
Zayn because it came out the worst time. If I'm being honest with you, unless he wins Money in the Bank, which I don't see it happening. I don't see that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see it happening, but like it's just so many other names. Because I think it will come down for Money in the Bank. I think it will come down to either Sami Zayn or Finn Balor
Yeah, and
for those two.
we're gonna talk about Finn Balor later because I have a ball prediction about Finn Balor and what is he gonna do for these next couple of months. So I'm really interested to see what these two do, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It should be a banger for match. If I'm being honest with you, it could be match of the night. It could be match of the night. I don't know about you, but I think it's gonna be match of the night. Who knows? That crowd's gonna be crazy when Otis finally strikes on Shaq Gable. That crowd's gonna go nuts when I say that. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next match, and the next match it is with the women's tag team titles. Not my most interesting match, but it's not my least. I'm not gonna say that. I think my least interesting match is Bayley and Piper Niven. I think that's my least interesting match because I think this women's tag team title match, I think it can cause some controversy in my opinion. So we have the women's tag team champions, of course, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. We got Alba Fire and Iowa Dawn, and we got Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I can guarantee you this: Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler are not winning this match. Just saying, they're not winning this match. But I'm gonna say this right now: Iowa Dawn and Alba Fire, new tag team champions, because I think the breakup is coming on Saturday. That's my bold prediction. I think that's how it's gonna go for. I think that's how it's gonna go for. I think we're gonna get it early. I don't know about you. I don't know if you think it's the right idea. Save it for later, maybe for SummerSlam. But hey, we're Clash of the Castle. I mean, there's a big ass crowd. Just saying, there's a lot of people there.
I think Jade and Bianca retain. I just don't see Alba and Isla winning the titles. I don't see Zoe and Shayna winning the belts. And honestly, this is my least, interesting match on the card. I just never cared for the women's tag team titles in WWE. Like, no matter, like when when Sasha Banks, now Mercedes, and Bayley, they held the titles, it messed them for a little bit. Then they gave it to the Iconics. You just kind of see that little decline. And then, they just put random teams up together. I didn't care for the tag team titles when Dakota and Io had them and the other girls had them. Even when Bianca, even when Bianca and Jade won the belts, I just could not get myself to care. And we need to scrap those titles. And I think we should retire them because I don't see nobody being Bianca and Jade except for Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, because Tiffany Stratton is teasing a tag team with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody's going to beat Bianca and Jade, it's going to be those two ladies.
Yeah, I was actually gonna think about it right now because Tiffany Stratton and I just might make a new team, probably in the future, maybe Money in the Bank. We could see Bianca and Jade against Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. We could see Nia Jax become double champion. From what we know, we could see Nia Jax go double champion. Just saying, because remember Nia Jax is the winner of the Queens of the Ring, and she's gonna challenge for the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam. So. Well, actually, I think it's for the Women's World Championship. I think it's the WWE Women's Championship or the Women's World Championship. She's on SmackDown, actually, not mine. So that shows if that's the case, he could face either Bayley or Piper Niven, which it might be Bayley, which we're gonna talk about it in a bit. But yeah, we could see Nia Jax become a double champion for all we know. Money in the Bank, we could see her and Tiffany Stratton take the tag titles from Bianca and Jade Cargill. Or unless you want to do that for SummerSlam and have Nia Jax do double duty, which I don't know if that's the right idea. You're Nia Jax. I think it should be a Money in the Bank for all we know. That's what I think it should happen.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't let Nia do double duty. Honestly, I would I will hold it off until around the fallish season. Winter time, because WWE. I think WWE is WWE. I can see WWE doing Bianca and Jade at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah.
Or I could see a scenario where they do Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax at WrestleMania.
I mean, even though we got that before, I mean, we haven't got like a natural match between the two. Because the last time ended by DQ, we got the natural winner. Even though Nia Jax won by disqualification. But at the end of the day, we didn't got a natural result. We didn't got a clean victory for either of them. It was a brawl outside of the ring, and Nia Jax got the DQ because Jade Cargill used the chair. So I don't mind seeing another match between Nia Jax and Jade Cargill. Maybe at the Royal Rumble we could see that. Who knows? Or maybe at WrestleMania. Even though at WrestleMania, I don't know if I think they should do it there, because I think Jay and Bianca should be the match at WrestleMania this year. That's just my opinion. How about Royal Rumble? We do Nia Jax and Jade Cargill, and finally we have Jade Cargill probably defeat Nia Jax Queen this time. And I think it's gonna be a great match. I think Nia Jax can hang with Jade if Jade can actually do her job, because we know Jade has been having a little bit of problems with her wrestling skills back in AEW. But at least she's kind of improving, not like a lot, but I think she's kind of improving in her wrestling skills. But she needs to go a little longer. Right? She's only wrestling for 5 minutes or less than that. She needs to go a little longer, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, that's why they got on this tag team with Bianca, because if Jay came in and still was doing solo stuff, she was going to quickly get exposed, just like she did in AEW. And
Yeah.
and it's not her fault. It's not her fault.
No, Tony Khan. You gotta blame Tony Khan on this one. I'm sorry, Tony Khan. You fucking failed with Jay Cargill. I'll be honest with you. Imagine having around, what is it, 50 plus matches, and most of them were squash matches. Come on, man. Nobody wants to see it on television, especially on Dynamite, which you do that on Dynamite, the main show AEW, and you had Nia Jax, Jay Cargill, freaking squash 99% of the roster, just like that. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I still think her best match from AEW was the one I want to say the one she had with Chris Statlander.
Yeah. It was Chris Statlander, but before that, it was with Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie. She had a great match, actually. Probably her best match on AEW, because Taya Valkyrie was great in that match. I'll be honest with you. Taya Valkyrie did great on that match. She did better than Jay Cargill, if I'll be honest with you. And then we saw after the match, of course, Chris Statlander return after so many months out of action with ACL injury, and she squashed Jay Cargill in seconds to win the championship. I don't know if that was like a right decision, but at the same time, she was coming back from the injury, so they had to do something with that, to be honest.
Yeah, Chris said Jay Cargill did have a good match against Sky Blue. Yes, I do remember that match with Sky Blue. That was very good. And Anna Jay, she was very slow in the ring when she worked with Anna Jay at times. So yeah.
Yeah, I always say that. So yeah, this Sky Blue, she did had a great match with Jay Cargill. She actually did better than Jay Cargill. Jay Cargill was not that good of a wrestler in AEW, but she's kind of improving now in WWE. So I'm just hoping she gets better, because they need her to be better. Just saying, immediately. Like, I'm hoping she gets more minutes in matches, because the only way you can improve is if you get more time. We're gonna test out that cardio and all that stamina. And you can hang at least 10 minutes with the best of the best in WWE, in Bianca Belair, or Becky Lynch, or Charlotte, or Nia Jax, and all those people. Just saying. So from now on, Jay Cargill needs to go at least 10 plus minutes. Just saying. Yeah. So she can actually start improving, in my opinion. I don't know if you have a different strategy for Jay Cargill, but that's at least what I think about Jay Cargill, how she can do better from now on in WWE. So yeah. With that being said, we're gonna move on with the Women's Championship, and that is Bayley versus Piper Niven. I'm gonna change my mind. I actually a little interested in Bayley versus Piper Niven, because I forgot we're in Piper Niven's hometown on Saturday, so Piper Niven's gonna have a very good crowd behind her, and I think she's gonna get a great pop. In my opinion, I think she's gonna get a great pop in her entrance. I cannot wait for her entrance, as well as Alba Fire and Awa Dawn, which they're also in their hometown, and as well as obviously Drew McIntyre, the one that people are waiting the most. So with that being said, who do you think is gonna win this match? Even though a lot of people know who's gonna win this match, but what do you think is gonna happen in this match?
Bayley's gonna retain, and Nia Jax will pop up, then continue to build their feud between Bayley and Nia Jax for SummerSlam, and that's the way I think it's gonna go. Me personally, I think Bayley has like 2 months left with the title. I just don't see her holding it past SummerSlam
Oh,
because Nia Jax could be the one to dethrone Bayley. And if there's another, if they're gonna do like I said on the last topic, Jay Cargill versus Nia Jax, I think that would be for the women's title actually.
do you
And I
think?
think I can.
I like your idea. Do you think? Okay. Do you think Nia Jax gonna beat Bayley? If Bayley, so let's say Bayley wins on Saturday, right? Let's say
Yeah.
Bayley wins on Saturday. Then SummerSlam, we have Bayley and Nia Jax. Do you think Nia Jax is gonna beat Bayley for the Women's Championship, Queen? Like totally Queen.
Yes, I can see that. Or whoever the Money in the Bank winner is, if if it's a SmackDown girl, if it's Naomi or someone like that, I think we'll get a cash in. But like, I don't want to see a cash in at SummerSlam 2 years in a 2 years in a row
We got
unless
Io Sky last year. We don't
yeah, we
need that.
got Io Sky last year. If anybody's gonna do a SummerSlam cash in this year for the ladies, it's probably gonna end up being Dakota because SummerSlam is their show. SummerSlam, that's where they got
It's the
places to do.
it's the second biggest show of the year, so they got to do something big for SummerSlam. But I'm
SummerSlam,
I'm hoping Dakota Kai. If it's a Dakota Kai, I don't mind seeing her win the title at SummerSlam. I don't mind. To
yeah,
be
I
honest.
yeah, I think that's the storyline. Like I said on the channel, I think the storyline with Bayley is on pause, and I think they're gonna come back to it.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think,
Yes. Also in the chat, yes, Bayley retains the women's championship. We also agree with that. I think Bayley's gonna win the championship. Jay Cargill did have a good match with Scott. I already saw that. And Scotland does like Bayley. Yes, I actually had that in mind. Yes, Scotland does like Bayley, so it's not
yeah,
like Bayley's gonna get booed. I don't expect Bayley to get booed. Hell no, that's not gonna happen. Like, even though they're a hometown heroes, the only one that's gonna get booed, I can guarantee you, is Damian Priest. That's for sure. Damian Priest gonna have the worst time of his life in Scotland because that man's gonna get the booed the fuck out of the building, man. I can guarantee you that.
or if CM Punk shows up and
Oh shit. Oh, okay. We gotta go to that. We gotta go to that. So yeah, Bayley. Yes, Bayley is retaining, and I think Nia Jax is gonna end up being the women's champion. But I think Jay Cargill. Do you think Jay Cargill could actually beat Nia Jax at the Royal Rumble? What do you think?
uh
And Nia Jax
actually
is champion.
yeah, I can see that. And then if we get Bianca and Jade, then that could be for the championship.
Yeah. You gotta put the women's title is the two best the two best in the business right now. Hell, both made
Yeah,
the most
and,
money
and
right
I
now.
and I know fans are gonna and I know these Twitter fingers are gonna complain saying, "Oh, but Bianca chasing another championship. Bianca's gonna, oh, she's always in championship matches." Girl, stop. Bianca hasn't even been in a world championship match since what?
Damn, it's been a
Uh,
while actually. It's been a while. SummerSlam.
I think,
I think it's been SummerSlam.
yeah, since Io had it.
Yeah. I think she had one more title match after that, and she lost, if I'm not mistaken, right after SummerSlam. Yeah, actually, no, she took time off, and she went for a rematch, and she did lost. I actually know that because Bianca did took a couple months off. I think she
Yeah,
returned a month later or two, and they had a rematch with Io, and lost. So that was the last time Bianca had a title match. So it's been a long time since Bianca actually had a title match. It's been like pretty much around a year and a half, I'm gonna be honest with you. Around a year and a half.
yeah, I could see them doing Jade and Bianca for the title at WrestleMania, and then and Bianca's on this WrestleMania streak. I believe she's 4-0 at WrestleMania.
Undefeated. Undefeated.
Yeah,
No
so they
losses.
basically so they I could just see them giving the female version of the Undertaker streak, in the women's division
Yeah.
with Bianca and not losing out of WrestleMania for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if that's the case, who do you think is gonna win at WrestleMania? If Bianca and Jay Cargill is your match, who do you think is gonna end up winning the championship? Do you think Jay Cargill is gonna retain, or will Bianca be the new champion? What do you think?
this is where Jade Cargill gets her first pinfall loss.
Damn. Okay.
Because
Okay. So do
and
you
that
think
w- and that
Bianca will stay undefeated? Bianca will stay undefeated.
yeah, if they did that match for the championship, I think Bianca would stay undefeated and go 5-0 at WrestleMania.
Bet. Okay. Okay. I see that. I see it. Okay. I also see Jay Cargill lose. At some point, she's gotta lose. She can't have this Roman Reigns Part 2 type of shit. I mean, come on, 4 straight years, nah, fam, it ain't happening. No way you have Jay Cargill go 4 years in a row without a loss. That's not happening, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, by the time we get to that WrestleMania mark in WrestleMania 41, she would have already been in WWE for 1 full year. So
yeah, and it's
what
not gonna
a
affect
time-
her. It's not gonna affect her because it's literally against the best right now on the roster in Bianca Belair. I think Bianca is probably the top female on the roster outside of Rhea Ripley, of course, because she hurt right now. But when Rhea comes back, she's already the #1 female on the roster. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it at. Bayley will retain the women's championship. Matthew, welcome to the stream. I think that's one of your subscribers, if I'm not mistaken.
what's up, Matthew? What's up?
Yeah, Dakota Kai is my pick to win the Money in the Bank, and Bayley retains the women's championship at SummerSlam. Interesting prediction. We got Nia Jax winning the championship at SummerSlam. That's what I think is gonna happen. I'm not saying it should happen, but that's what I think is gonna happen, in my opinion. So yeah. Now with the one match I'm actually most interested in, and this is actually the most unpredictable match of the entire PLE, in my opinion. So we got the World Heavyweight Championship match between the hometown boy Drew McIntyre and of course the World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. And I'm gonna start it off with you, Alex. Who do you think is gonna end up winning the World Heavyweight Championship? Who do you think is gonna win?
Ah, man, it's so unpredictable. I can see
This
it going
was
both ways.
unpredictable, so
You know, and just
it's
keep
not
in
gonna
mind
be
too,
bad.
Keep in mind too, Judgment Day is banned from ringside.
Yes, I gotta keep that in mind. So Damian Priest is all we know, unless he brings fucking CM Punk as a heel. Who knows? Just saying.
You know what's gonna happen? I think CM Punk is going to be the most hated guy in Scotland when he shows up. He shows up and screws Drew McIntyre out of winning the world heavyweight championship at Clash of the Castle. Damian Priest is gonna retain because
Yes.
I don't see Drew losing clean. I think Punk is going
Nope.
to show up
I
and
don't-
CM Punk is going to be the biggest heel in Scotland.
Get put the fuck out of there. Oh,
Screw Drew McIntyre. Because I don't see Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. It doesn't need the championship.
no,
It
No.
doesn't.
no.
And
That's,
I don't want
that's your
the-
SummerSlam match. That's your SummerSlam match.
I don't want CM Punk near any championship because every time he's near a championship, he gets freaking injured, and I don't want to see that. But
Please,
I think
Punk.
Damian
Please, Punk. Don't get hurt for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
But I think Punk and McIntyre is going to happen at SummerSlam. No need for the championship. Priest is going to retain. He's going to go to SummerSlam, and he's going to drop the championship to Gunther because I don't see Gunther losing at SummerSlam. I see him being Damian Priest at SummerSlam, and then going into Germany as the world champion. You know, at what's that show called?
Bash and Burning. Bash and Burning.
Yeah, it's in Germany. It's
Yeah.
Gunther's home.
That's
Yeah,
at the end of
that's-
August. At the end of August, that's gonna be that PLE. So, yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna walk in there as champion, and maybe Gunther wins at SummerSlam, and then in Germany, I think his first title defense is against Brock Lesnar.
Shit.
I think we
Yo.
see Brock Lesnar back in WWE by SummerSlam.
Brock Lesnar championship for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, people are gonna be like, "Oh, why Brock Lesnar again? Why Brock Lesnar gonna slide into the freaking line, the title line?" You know what I'm saying?
I still think we see Brock Lesnar's gonna be back in WWE before we know it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Brock Lesnar gonna
Yeah.
return. He's already beat the allegations. He's done with that shit.
Yeah, he's clean from that, and he's good to go.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the right moment to bring Brock Lesnar back because they've been dying to do this match between Gunther and Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. They've been dying to see that, seriously. So yeah, I'm gonna say a prediction. I think Damian Priest retains the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk interferes. screws through McIntyre. Actually, I think he's gonna hit Damien Priest too. I think he's gonna hit Priest too. Maybe he does a double GTS, one with Drew McIntyre, one with Priest, and CM Punk grabs Priest into Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. Damien Priest will retain him. Like, what the fuck? What just happened, bro? He is GTS. Both guys. And you have Damien Priest spinning, and Punk's like, I don't give a fuck about these two. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's gonna happen. I think he's gonna attack both guys, and since he hates Drew McIntyre more, and he doesn't want Drew McIntyre to have his major moment in front of fans, he's gonna grab Damien Priest after he's done with GTS to both guys. Damien Priest will pin Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3, becomes the champion. Now, here's what I'll say. I don't know if Finn Balor will be at the show. Actually, he's banned. So scratch that. Finn Balor's not going to be at the show. But Finn Balor, I think he's going to win the Money in the Bank. I think he's my pick. He's going to be my pick because I've been dying to see this man win a championship. He hasn't been world champion, I would say. He's been United States champion. He's been United States champion and Intercontinental championship. But we're talking about world championships here. He was only Universal champion for 24 hours after beating Seth Rollins in his first match in WWE at SummerSlam. Outside of that, he hasn't had a major moment. He fought against Brock Lesnar back in 2019, lost, won against Roman Reigns, lost again. So he's been losing major top match. And the one against Roman Reigns again. In 2021 at Extreme Rules, if I'm not mistaken. That's Demon. I remember that. That's Demon. Yes. So, here's what I'll say. Finn Balor wins Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, Jey Uso. I know Jey Uso fans are going to be pissed off that he doesn't win that match. I'm sorry. Like Chris LeQuire, which he says that Jey Uso will win the Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, bro. I think Finn Balor will win the Money in the Bank contract and cash in at SummerSlam. Because, here's what I'll say. Even though I want to see Gunther Brock Lesnar, which I think is still going to happen. I think it's still going to happen either way. Gunther Brock Lesnar, I think it's going to happen. But for the title, I don't think so, if I'm being honest with you. Because we have Gunther. Yes, we have Gunther. But is he going to face Damien Priest at SummerSlam? What the fuck? Damien Priest against Gunther? I mean, huh? I don't know about that one, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, if Finn wins Money in the Bank, then you don't... like I said, I don't want to see a cash out. I don't want to see a cash in at SummerSlam 2 years in a row. So, you got to space it out a little bit. You feel me?
What about he does say that Money in the Bank? Right after he wins. We don't know if Priest has a championship match at Money in the Bank. I don't know. We don't know if Priest has a championship match. But if he does, how about Finn Balor, after he wins the briefcase, cashes in the same night, wins the world title? Is he the one to face Gunther? What do you think?
That could be a possibility because this world title scene on Monday Night Raw, this world title scene on Monday Night Raw is so unpredictable. You don't know what can happen. Finn Balor can win that briefcase. That could be another good scenario. He cashed in on Damian Priest and kicks Damian Priest out of Judgment Day.
Damn, dude, Damian Priest is such in a bad position right now. Like, he could end up losing at Money in the Bank, or he could end up losing at SummerSlam. I don't know which way they will go because remember, Gunther is the challenger for the World Championship. So will you have Priest face Gunther? I don't know if fans are even interested to see that match because it's a heel and heel match. I mean, there's no babyface in this match, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Finn Balor, he has that hotel key from Liv Morgan.
Oh,
so
shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Ain't no way. I didn't know that. Actually. I didn't know that. I thought Dominic had it.
No, he did, and then Finn took it and put it in his jacket pocket.
Oh, shit.
And
dude.
And Liv Morgan might come into play in this because, she was seeing a couple segments with Finn Balor. She was seen getting out of a car with Finn Balor in the background. Backstage, during a segment on Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago. Then they showed another segment with AJ Styles, Liv, and Finn. Then,
yeah, sure.
So keep in mind that Finn Balor, he had that hotel key from Liv Morgan. So that could come into play.
Interesting. I'm gonna ask a question. So yes, Brock Lesnar will return at some point. Would you have Brock Lesnar face Gunther SummerSlam? And before that, will you have Brock Lesnar win the World Championship before that? What if Brock Lesnar challenges Damien Priest? What do you think? Brock Lesnar challenged Damian Priest for the world title. We have Brock Lesnar and Gunther for the world championship. We don't know if it's a SummerSlam. Well, yeah, SummerSlam, because Gunther's going to be the champion at SummerSlam. But since people are not going to be that interested in Gunther versus Damian Priest, because at the end of the day, it's not going to make sense, if I'm being honest with you. So you got to have a big time field type of match for Gunther himself. So what if Brock Lesnar comes back, beats Damian Priest, even though I don't like that move at all, in my opinion. So what if Brock Lesnar gets a big loss against Gunther? Gunther becomes world champion at SummerSlam. What do you think?
Nah, I don't want to see Brock hold another.
I don't want to see it either. Just saying. But you know WWE can go either way. Just saying. What do you think?
Yeah, I just don't see that happening.
No.
Brock just coming in and winning the world title, and yeah, I think that they should leave it at Damian Priest versus Gunther
Yeah.
at SummerSlam, and Gunther beats Damian Priest, and yeah, they should just leave it at that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to bring Brock Lesnar early, but this could be a very interesting couple weeks because I don't know if they willing to do Damian Priest and Brock Lesnar. I mean, excuse me, and Gunther, excuse me, at SummerSlam. I don't know if that's like the right thing to do. And
Yeah,
it's just weird at the same time. It's just weird. You're gonna have heel and heel. I mean, who are we supposed to root for? Who are we supposed to root for? And we're us fans, and we want the baby faces to win. I mean, most of the fans want baby faces to win, but we're looking for a baby face. Who is the baby face here? Nobody, because both guys are heels.
Yeah.
Both guys are heels, unless Damian Priest turns baby face somehow. Who knows? Even though it won't make sense at all. It wouldn't.
Yeah, I think when Damian Priest gets kicked out of Judgment Day, Damian Priest will be a babyface.
But you think Damian Priest will be a babyface before SummerSlam? What do you think? No.
I think the fans will be more behind Gunther.
Gunther for sure. I can see that happening. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So yeah. Either way, on Finn Balor's on the side of Finn Balor, I see Finn Balor winning Money in the Bank because at either Money in the Bank itself or SummerSlam, I see Finn Balor win the World Championship. I see Finn Balor win the World Championship because I've been waiting for this man to win a World Championship. It's been it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. 2017. Excuse me, no, 8 years. 8 years, my bad. 8 years since Finn Balor had a World Championship run because he got unfortunately injured, had to miss WrestleMania, returned a few nights after that, and then he went from there.
And then he truly never recovered after.
Exactly. I was gonna say that he never recovered after that. He never did.
And then he went back. And then he went back down to NXT, and he had a good run down to NXT.
Yeah, he had a good run. I'm not complaining about his run.
And then he comes back up to the main roster, and they just don't know what to do with him again. And then Edge, now Adam Copeland, he basically saved his career.
Yeah, for sure. He basically saved his career. That Hell in the Cell match, I mean, that was pretty good. Even though I thought Balor got completely hurt from that match after the ridiculous fall that he had during that match with Edge, aka Adam Copeland. My thoughts and prayers to Adam Copeland, who's recovering with an injury, which I hope he misses it all. And is a big possibility he does not make it, but I just hope that he does make it because they're gonna need him for Owen. I'm gonna say that. And unfortunately, doing that spot, which is not even necessary to do, at Double or Nothing, when he jumped out the freaking cage onto the table against whoever it was, I forgot. Malachi Black. Excuse me, Malachi Black. Yeah, he jumped out the table, landed on his feet, and completely torn his I forgot what was the injury name called the injury, but yeah, he did suffer a very devastating knee injury, and he was unfortunately out of action for a couple months. We don't know he's coming back. I'm just hoping he does make it to Owen. That's all I'm praying for. But on Finn Balor's side, I really hope he wins the Money in the Bank because I think at SummerSlam he's winning the World Championship. That is my prediction. Gunther's not gonna get pinned. Just saying, he's not getting pinned. He's not getting pinned because I think they're gonna redo what Seth Rollins did back in 2015 when Roman Reigns battled Brock Lesnar. both guys didn't lose. Seth Rollins cashed in, make it a triple threat match. Seth Rollins pins Roman Reigns, becomes the champion. I think something similar is gonna happen in this match. If it ends up being Damian Priest, against Gunther, I think none of those are winning. Finn Balor will pin Damian Priest, and that's where I think it finally goes off. You know what I'm saying? It finally blows the Judgment Day itself. I think after SummerSlam, we don't see any Judgment Day after that. I think we'll pretty much finish with Judgment Day, especially Damian Priest. Damian Priest pretty much becomes a babyface, and Finn Balor becomes the heel world champion, which I would like to see that in my opinion. I think I would love to see a heel world champion, Finn Balor. That would be fucking nuts, in my opinion. That's my prediction. I don't know if you have like a different prediction to that. What do you think about Finn Balor winning the world championship at SummerSlam? What do you think?
Me personally, like I said, I don't think it should happen because, like I said, I don't want to see a SummerSlam cash in 2 years in a row. You're basically, because you did it with EO last year on the women's, now you're doing it with Finn on the men's side.
Yeah.
This year, I just don't want to see. I want the cash ins to be like spaced out.
Will you do it at
Yeah.
Bash and Burning? Bash and Burning?
Yeah, you can definitely get away with that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I know Gunther's gonna be over for sure. Gunther's gonna be over for sure in Germany.
Yeah.
Probably, sure. I can see Gunther go over in Germany, but I don't know how they will figure that out because that's only a few weeks away after SummerSlam. So WWE's gonna have a lot of things to think of. Between SummerSlam and Bash and Burning, because Gunther needs to wrestle there. I mean, there's no other way you can go after that.
You're not leaving them. You're not leaving them off that show.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
And if you're Damian Priest, you better watch out, bro. You cannot trust. If Finn Balor wins Money in the Bank, you can't trust him at all.
Oh, for sure. You know he's been acting for the last couple weeks. He's been acting pretty suspicious. Hell, Damian Priest booked Finn Balor in a match with Drew McIntyre, and Finn Balor was like at first that he didn't even want to fight Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Even though it at the same time it makes sense because hell, Damian Priest faced Rey Mysterio, so he had to make a big match before Clash of the Castle. So Drew McIntyre had to do the same and battle someone from a top star before the show, and that was Finn Balor, of course. So you have Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor as potential opponents, in which they were both successful, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. So at the end of the day, Finn Balor was pretty suspicious, and when he announced that match between Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor will completely not even happy with the decision. First he didn't look happy, but then he like smile. I would say he like smile, and then he said, "Okay, I'm gonna fight Drew McIntyre. Sure, I'm gonna fight Drew McIntyre." And then he ended up losing, of course. Because he was not even ready for Drew McIntyre. That'll probably be his heel excuse, in my opinion. So I see Finn Balor win the Money in the Bank, but cashing in at SummerSlam, I don't know if that's the right idea, but I just want to see Finn Balor world champion. That's just what I want to see. Later on in the year, if it's not SummerSlam, Bash and Burning or at the next Saudi show, I don't know, they're gonna do a Saudi show later in the year. I think they're gonna do one, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's gonna be Crown Jewel, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but yeah, I want to see Finn Balor world champion. That's what I want to see for the rest of the year. And as far as 2025 goes, maybe we get Drew McIntyre and CM Punk back in the midst, battling for the World Championship. I think Finn Balor's gonna lose it to either of them, to either CM Punk or against Drew McIntyre, of course. Drew McIntyre against one of those two, because Finn Balor's not gonna hold that for that one. Just saying, he's not gonna be World Champion WrestleMania. No, impossible. It's not gonna be World Champion WrestleMania. So before that, he's losing that World Championship. But it's gonna be against CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. Who do you think is gonna be World Champion heading to WrestleMania? That will be like the better question. WrestleMania is in 2025, April 2025, and we're now in June. Who do you think is gonna enter WrestleMania as the World Champion? Who do you think? Just saying.
If it's not Gunther, then I will say Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Yeah.
Or unless Gunther gets a rematch. Well, actually, not a rematch, but completely he'll get screwed because what if that match between Priest and Gunther happens again, Bash and Bernie for Balor gets that World Championship. Gunther probably a little bit on will get that title back, maybe, and then he enters WrestleMania as a World Champion. If that's the case with Gunther being World Champion heading to WrestleMania, who should be his opponents at WrestleMania for the World Championship? Who do you think should be? Who do you think?
Ilya Dragunov.
Damn,
Can you imagine?
dude, you got it right. I literally didn't even have it in my mind. I didn't even have it in my mind. Dude, that would be fantastic.
Because you know him and Ilya Dragunov, they teased something. They just looked at each other because they're gonna come. And I know everybody on social media was just crying because Jey Uso beat Ilya Dragunov. Oh my
That was
God.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And I'm keep telling these folks, stop complaining. They'll come back to this at a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas. You get Gunther and Ilya Dragunov for the World Championship.
Dude, that would be fucking sick. I wouldn't mind that at all.
And you get Ilya Dragunov winning the Royal Rumble.
Ilya Dragunov? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov's one of my favorites right now. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
By far. Outside, of course, my favorite Booyaka, Rey Mysterio. But let's move Rey out of the way. We're going to talk about the young talents, the top guys on the roster. Ilya Dragunov's one of my favorites. And I don't know if it's a little too early to win the Rumble, but hey, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I will have him win the Rumble. I'll be honest. Challenge Gunther for the World Championship? Fuck it, man. That would be a banger. Hell, they're 1-1. Gunther beat Dragunov, if I'm not mistaken. Dragunov then beat him for that United Kingdom Championship. So they're 1-1.
Yeah.
We gotta make
You could do it.
like a game 7. You know what I'm saying?
You could do the third match at WrestleMania, Las Vegas. Like everybody will buy into that.
Dude, that would be fucking sick. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't. But if that's the case, what do you do with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre? What would they be? Will they be fighting each other again? I don't think nobody will want to see that after that. You know, after they fight each other again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they would have been feuding for a whole year if you go at it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to put those guys in a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah. DeRosa Gale, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming to the stream. But yeah, like I was saying, that would be a little rough for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I don't know. Maybe you could give Dragunov another year to have more matches during the year. Hell, he hasn't had a WrestleMania match. Even though I want to see it. I want to see a championship match between Gunther and Ilya Dragunov. But maybe at the same time we could see CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, triple threat, World Championship at WrestleMania. I mean, that's one match I would be interested in. I wouldn't mind to see that. I wouldn't mind it. But at the same time, it's like Drew McIntyre, CM Punk again after they just fought at SummerSlam. I don't know that'll be the right case. Hell, I don't even want to see CM Punk and Gunther. Gunther would beat the shit out of CM Punk. Gunther would destroy CM Punk. And the same with Drew McIntyre.
I think it's going to be a trilogy between those two too.
Huh?
I think Punk will win one match, McIntyre wins one, and then they'll do the third match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting couple of months because CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are like without a direction. If they put Ilya Dragunov winning the Rumble, so if you have CM Punk win the Rumble, then he will face whoever's world champion, which will be Gunther. But if that's the case, Gunther's winning. I don't see CM Punk winning against Gunther. Hell, the freaking social media is gonna go ridiculous if CM Punk wins, because there's no way in hell CM Punk will beat a guy like Gunther. Impossible. 45-year-old CM Punk. Come on, fam.
Punk doesn't need the world title. He does not need the world championship.
Nah, he does not need it. Maybe fail against Gunther, then I'll agree on. But winning against Gunther, impossible. No. I think the best for CM Punk, if he wants to win the Rumble, I think the best for him is to put over Gunther at WrestleMania. I think that'll be perfect for Gunther, like defeating another top guy in CM Punk, and then previously Brock Lesnar if he's gonna come back at some point, which I hope so, because Gunther's gonna need some major opponents during his run until WrestleMania. So I'm really hoping that Brock Lesnar returns and it's CM Punk wins the Rumble, maybe WrestleMania against Gunther, but the only result that has to be is for CM Punk to lose, because I don't want to see him beat Gunther. That'll be probably one of the worst decisions in the history of the company, in my opinion. It's like Goldberg back in the day, fucking burying the shit out of the Fiend Bray Wyatt, winning the Universal Championship in 5 minutes. I mean, no. I don't want to see that with 45-year-old CM Punk. Even though CM Punk does not look that old, if I'm being honest, because he's actually getting in shape. I've seen his recent training; he's getting in shape. Just saying, he's been looking in shape. So, with that being said, CM Punk, I wish him nothing but the best, because he's not winning the world title WrestleMania with how this is looking like, unless Gunther's not champion. But the thing is, Gunther's gonna be champion heading to WrestleMania. I think Gunther's gonna be champion heading to WrestleMania. There's no other way to go but Gunther heading to WrestleMania as world champion. It has to happen, because he's already been into Continental champion, and he's having his match at SummerSlam, which I could see him winning the world title at SummerSlam. There's no way he loses. Like, if it's a one-on-one match between him and Damian Priest, Gunther's winning. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So, if that's the case, Gunther's going to be holding that title for a very, very long time. It's going to be probably a year or two until Gunther drops that title, if I'm being honest with you. How much do you think Gunther's going to hold that title? Do you think he's going to be world champion after WrestleMania? If he's world champion. Let's say Gunther wins the world title at SummerSlam. Let's say.
Yeah.
Let's say
I think Gunther is champion for like a year long.
Yeah, for sure. And unfortunately for CM Punk, he's gonna have to wait another 2 years, and which he will probably ask for fucking retirement, I guess. So yeah, Drew McIntyre. I mean, unfortunately, it's gonna be the same case unless he wins the title this Saturday at Clash of the Castle, which probably is not gonna happen. I think Damian Priest gonna end up winning that match. So yeah. Any last words before we end things off when we get to the polls? Because I'm gonna do some polls for the matches. So yeah. Any words?
Nah, man, we're good. I think Clash of the Castle it's gonna be a good show on Saturday.
Yeah.
5 matches, 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah.
Also, speaking of the match time, the match length, do you think 5 matches is like the perfect way to go for each PoE? Not named SummerSlam, not named WrestleMania, and probably not named. Well, actually, yeah, between those two, SummerSlam and WrestleMania. Outside those two, should each PoE have max 5 matches?
Yes, 5 to 6 matches system link. You know, you can see Triple H implementing that NXT takeover style where he will only put 5 matches on those NXT takeovers. He's not gonna throw 8, 9, 10, 11 matches on the card just like the other guy did before he was accused and all that stuff and left the company. Yeah, we don't need these 4, 5-hour pay-per-views. And plus, if you're gonna do those, put those on a Saturday night.
For sure.
Because
yeah,
Sunday night is just not gonna work because people have to go to work. And like me, I have to work early at 6 a.m. and people gotta go to school and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother who actually just showed up finally after 4 days being out of home, because he's been in a hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you know where San Juan, Puerto Rico held Backlash? That was where my brother was. He was in a business. Yeah. He was handling some business. You know what I'm saying? Because he got invited twice in a hotel. So shout out to him. He's been doing the best job of his life. Hell, he's getting graduated next week. So that's gonna be exciting. I cannot wait for his graduation. I cannot wait. That's probably be not only his best accomplishment, but it's probably be the best moment for me as a brother. It's gonna be fucking incredible. Unfortunately, I cannot be there, but they're gonna stream it on YouTube because they did streaming the one for my sister, which my sister was today, and it was the same case. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. But yeah, hell, the one for my sister, half of the freaking arena, it was not even filled. So why would you add only 2 people per student when literally half of the freaking arena was not even filled? So it's gonna be like, okay, half of the arena's not filled, and then there's gonna be people on the other side. It's fucking ridiculous. I did not agree with that decision. Has that ever happened to you, like at some point in one of your graduations?
Nah,
No.
I never had that.
Yeah. I put a poll in the chat. If you want to do that right now, I put Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Whoever's gonna win that match. I see right now Cody Rhodes 100%. I mean, he's not gonna freaking lose, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give you a minute for that, and we're gonna do Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, because that's the other one that a lot of people are interested in. Oh, my favorite, not, I wouldn't say favorite, but the one match that I'm interested in, and that is of course Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Which is your favorite or interesting match at Clash of the Castle? Which one is your interesting match? The most interesting match?
It's definitely the one with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. And you said your least one, it was the women's tag title match, because you think it's gonna end the same way with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair retaining the women's tag team titles. Yeah, I would change it, because I like what you said about Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I think Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax will be the ones to take those titles from Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I don't think Alba Fire and Aladon will win. I don't know if that will make sense at the same time. Hell, they just lost on Monday Night Raw. What the fuck am I talking about? Hell, they have zero momentum heading into the show. Shayna Baszler completely dominated both women. Sonya Stark didn't do anything. She was literally in the corner. Oh, Shayna Baszler was doing everything for some reason. Even though she just just came from a loss to Lola Vice the day before, or the night before, I should say. But right after that, Shayna Baszler just went on a beast mode, if I'm being honest. If there's one woman that should get a push at some point and a championship in the future, it's Shayna Baszler, in my opinion. Just saying.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler she's got a lot of recovering to do.
Yeah.
Because ever since when she lost that match to Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, when there was no fans, she just never recovered from that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do the poll for Mr. Drew Mac and Cheese. Yes, Drew Mac and Cheese. And Damian Priest. Shout out Grim, if you're watching this, Grim. He was the one that said Drew Mac and Cheese, not me. Do not take it from me. He was the first guy that called Drew McIntyre Drew Mac and Cheese. So do not take that from me. Meanwhile, for JD McDonough is JD McFlurry, JD McFry, JD McDonald's, all that stuff. So do not take that from me. So if you watch JD from NY, that's whoever. That's the man that does all those freaking nicknames for poor little JD McDonough. So here's the poll. So if you want to vote right now, you have it right now. So Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, who you rooting for? You're gonna put you can put that in the chat, in the poll. So yeah, like I was saying, I think it's gonna end that way. I think it's gonna end with Bianca and Jade Cargill retain. And speaking of the matches, yes, 5 matches. I think it's the right way to go. I think it's a perfect idea. Now, when it comes to time limits, do you think 3 hours is like the max they should go for Clash of the Castle, or for any PLE moving forward? Just saying, like 3 hours, 3 hours and a half, around that. Even though it's only 5 matches, like all these matches last 30 minutes each. I mean, what the fuck? That would be pretty stupid, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, so the pay-per-view starts at 1 o'clock my time, so it should be over by 4.
Yeah, in my time, it starts at 2, so it should end at 5. Yeah. It should end at 5. Now this is a problem for AEW. AEW, bro, 10 matches the last time, and that shit lasted 5 fucking hours plus another hour in the pre-show, which lasted another hour. So that was 6 fucking hours of fucking wrestling. I mean, dude, people were sleeping on a Sunday night. It was a Sunday night, by the way. It was a Sunday night, so that makes it even worse. Tony Khan somehow needs to fix that. Now, if you're Tony Khan, let's say you're Tony Khan, what will you do with the pay-per-views? How many matches should they have at least, or max? How many matches should they have at max? Or how much? How much it should be? Should it be 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours and a half? Should it stay that way? What do you recommend for Tony Khan?
I would recommend 7 matches each.
Seven
Because
matches.
because back then AEW used to have 4 pay-per-views, and now AEW now has, let me count. They got Revolution, that's 1. They got Revolution. They did Dynasty this year, that's 2. They did Double or Nothing.
That's
They're doing
3.
Forbidden Door. So that's 4. They're
I'm not counting Blood
doing
and Guts. I'm not counting Blood and Guts. That shit.
yeah.
No.
That's live television.
No.
That's not a pay-per-view.
We have to wait until Owen. We have to wait until
So
Owen.
So after Forbidden Door, it's All In. Then 2 weeks later, you're doing All Out. That's 6.
That's a
Then
problem.
you're doing
That's a problem.
Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, but that's a problem, man. Like, yeah, actually, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Khan, they actually announced that after All In, it's gonna be not until 2 weeks later until we get All Out, because I think they extend that for another week or so. Either way, that's not gonna be that much time to build any story or any matches. That's just stupid. They should give it at least a month or so. At least a month. Probably around a month. That's just my opinion. What do you think? What do you think? Should it be like that way? Or because I want to see All Out, like All Out and All In being in the same week or in 2 weeks. That's just not gonna make a difference. No, that's
because
it's not the sign.
Yeah, because basically you're gonna get the same. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get rematches,
Exactly.
and you're gonna get. You can end up getting the same matches that you got. You know that you got to All In.
Yeah, I'll say this. At least last year, even though they only had a week to build a pay-per-view, for All Out, it ended up being a great show somehow. It ended up being a great show. I was speechless with what Tony Khan did for All Out, even though they only had 1 week to do anything. By the way, Durant and McDaniel was good. Welcome to the stream. He's also talking to you, Alex. So yeah, that's one of your subscribers. So yeah, shout out to y'all. If you haven't already, click that sub button and click that like button. Also subscribe to Alex. He's also in the stream. So yeah, now getting back into the midst. What I was saying is, he got lucky last time, because with how it looked in paper, it looked like a piece of shit of a pay-per-view that they were gonna do last year for All Out. It wasn't even that great, because none of those matches didn't make sense. There was no story, and not that much people were interested in. Hell, it was the second pay-per-view of the week. Like, all 2 pay-per-views in a week. That's just ridiculous, I'm gonna be honest with you. So it better not be the same case ever again. And what I think should happen is that All Out should be at least 1 month after All In, because it just cannot be that way. And Wrestle Dream, it can stay where it is, guys. I think Wrestle Dream's I think it's actually early October. In this case, they need to change it though. They gotta change it. If they want to do All Out a month later after All In, then they gotta move Wrestle Dream for late October. Probably around late October 20, October 25, October 20, around that, so you can build some story for at least 3 more weeks.
Yeah, and basically Wrestle Dream is just Forbidden Door Part 2, if you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I can see it. Hell, it happened last year. It was the same. It was the case last year with Forbidden Door and Wrestle Dream. It looked like a Forbidden Door Part 2. Yeah, we saw Adam Cole playing. We saw some banger matches there. Man, I honestly hoping that Tony Khan finds a way to space out these 2 pay-per-views, because 2 pay-per-views in a week, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Fortunately, it worked last year, but it's not gonna work this year, especially with how television is looking this year. It's literally the worst television so far, and they gotta change that. So that's just what I think should happen between All In and All Out. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah, and another thing that can help too is, sort out these storylines. Like sort out your Dynamite storylines and separate your Collision storylines.
Yes.
You could throw majority of your Collision stuff on All Out and throw your Dynamite stuff on majority of your Dynamite stuff on All In.
Yes. For sure. For sure. So yeah, I'm just hoping Tony Khan finds a way to space out these pay-per-views because I want him to do better. We all want him to be better. But for some reason, he just keeps doing the same old shit with these shows. Hell, especially with Chris Jericho. Hey, man. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. You know what Chris Jericho says? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Dude, I'm fucking tired of hearing that shit. Dude, it makes me turn off the TV when that man says those words out of his mouth. Hell, when his entrance theme, on the Warning Tree. I think that's how it says. But yeah, that interesting song, bro. It pisses me off so hard, man. That man needs to change his gimmick. He needs to throw that to the dumpster fire. That's what he should do. He should throw that to the dumpster fire, and he should do something different because this is not working. This is terrible television. Hell, last week he got 4 segments. 4 segments last week.
Yeah, I honestly think this is the worst gimmick of his career.
Yeah.
Of his entire AEW run, I think this is his worst gimmick. And
not just AEW, but WWE for sure.
Yeah, in his entire career, this is his worst gimmick. This is the worst thing, Chris Jericho did. I think Jericho needs to go away. If he just went away for
4 months,
3 to 6 months. Yeah, if he just went away for those months, then the people would definitely miss him. No one cares for Chris Jericho. No one wants to see Chris Jericho on television. Every time he comes out, these Jericho segments get worse every week. And Jericho, I like Chris Jericho.
Yes, I do like Chris Jericho. Yes, I don't mind Chris Jericho. This gimmick though, garbage. Absolute garbage.
I even admit it, like back in the day, like he was one of my favorites of all time, and then Jericho back in the early days of AEW. I didn't start watching AEW until late 2020, early 2021. I went back and watched some of the stuff from day one. The Chris Jericho with Jon Moxley, that was good. The whole inner circle thing, the whole thing, the things he was doing with Sammy Guevara and MJF,
yes,
like those were tolerable back in the day. Hell, even some of the early stages of the Jericho Appreciation Society before they killed that.
Yeah, basically
they had a hot. Yeah,
it went nowhere. It went nowhere. Basically, it went nowhere. What did help for NJ? Nothing. What did help for Sammy Guevara? Nothing. What did help for Daddy Magic? Nothing. They all stuck in the same level. They haven't grown up at all. It's nothing.
Yeah, they had a hot angle going on with Jericho and Daniel Garcia, and they even messed that up. That's when Jericho's decline started going down. They had that high angle with Jericho and Daniel Garcia. That kind of went down a little, and then his feud with Ricky Starks.
Yeah, it was
that
Ricky.
It
was Ricky. I'm gonna do Yeah, I'm gonna do one more prediction. But you can continue with what you have left. So,
and now Ricky's sitting at home collecting a paycheck, and he's saying he's not injured. And I'm like, what's going on?
Man, speaking of Ricky Starks, I don't know what they're fucking doing with Ricky Starks. That man needs to be on television. For some reason, since he's with CM Punk, he's been friends with CM Punk, they don't want to put his ass on television. That's the only reason he's not on television. Because he's friends with CM Punk. He wants to be with CM Punk, and Tony comes around. Oh, you with CM Punk? I don't want to put you on fucking television. You can get your bitch ass out of here. Get the fuck out of my television. Get the fuck out of my company. Stay at home, basically.
And then Wardlow trademarked his own name. Those guys don't want to be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he wants to get. They want their asses out of here.
Ricky Starks could be the face. NXT lost a lot of guys to the main roster. They lost like 8 people to the main roster. Ricky Starks, he could be the face of NXT with his charisma for days.
Yes,
Ricky Starks could be the face of that brand on Tuesday nights. With the charisma, he's got the aura, he's got the look, he's got it all.
Yeah.
He's got what it takes to be the top guy in the company. He could have
Yes.
been the face of AEW if they just put them properly, and because his charisma could, he's up there with MJF in the charisma department.
Yeah. You know one thing. You know one thing. I will say this. If CM Punk did not left AEW, Ricky Starks will be world champion already. Ricky Starks will be
Yeah,
world champion. CM Punk leaving destroyed his career. It destroyed his career. His AEW career, it got destroyed after CM Punk left the company. Because if CM Punk stay in the company, Ricky Starks will be world champion already. Already. Just saying. Just saying.
yeah, he could have. Ricky Starks been in the company for 3-4 years. He could have already been the world champion.
Yeah,
There are
for sure.
guys on that roster that could have already been the world champion if things didn't mess up.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Ricky could have been the world champion. Who else? There's a lot of people who could have been the world champion.
Well, those Ricky
Hell,
Starks. Andrade, I wouldn't put Andrade in there. Actually, no. I wouldn't put.
Andrade, his problem was they paired him with Vicky Guerrero, which I did not understand.
Shit, I didn't forgot about that. Excuse me.
And then they put him with Chavo Guerrero.
Dude, for what, bro? For what?
Right.
There's
Then
no
you stuck
reason
him-
for that.
Then you had him in a faction with Jose the Assistant and all that stuff. When Sammy Guevara was the TNT champion, I go back and I look at it, I think Andrade should have beating Sammy Guevara for that TNT championship.
Yes, easily. Yes. I agree with you.
I think him not being Sammy Guevara for the TNT championship, I just think he never came back from that. And
Dude,
they just did not know what to do with him. And then now it's the same way in WWE. I'm like, what are they doing with this guy?
dude.
Why do you have him messing with Legado del Fantasma and this? None of this stuff is working. Let's get Selena Vega away from the LWO. Let's pair her back up with Andrade.
Yes.
And let's get the ball rolling.
Yes, even though my favorite wrestler is Rey Mysterio, he needs to go on, in my opinion. I don't think Rey Mysterio does not need the LWO. I think the LWO is freaking a mess. Just saying. Like, you be adding member after member, Dragon Lee, Carlito, then you had Joaquin Wilder, Cruz del Toro. Yeah, adding all those guys, and it's a fucking complete mess. I mean, it doesn't even look like the LWO after all. So, I think Rey Mysterio needs to go by himself. Selena Vega can go with Andrade. I think Andrade Selena can work perfectly because even though Andrade is still struggling with some of his promos, even though he's learning a little bit more English, I would say that he's learning a little bit more English, but he needs Selena Vega like ASAP. So I hope they can work on the trade because I know Selena's on Raw, and I really hope they can make a trade Selena to SmackDown for someone on SmackDown, whoever that is. I don't care, to be honest. But yeah, I want Selena on SmackDown so she can manage Andrade.
And Andrade's white horse in the company. Don't you think she would have some pull?
Yes.
And help?
Absolutely. Look what she did. Look at her feud with Rey Mysterio. You know, the one they had in 2019? Oh, the feud between Andrade and Rey from, I think it was January until WrestleMania. Look at all those backstage segments they did with Andrade and Rey Mysterio. Hell, the one that I remember this one. It was pretty much 2 weeks after the Rumble where Andrade claimed to end Rey Mysterio's career. And it was actually going to challenge Rey for a match at WrestleMania. Fortunately, it didn't end up happening. And they actually ended up happening at Fastlane in the kickoff show, in which I don't understand why they try and do that. So they actually changed that to a Fatal 4 match, in which ended up being Samoa Joe beating Rey Mysterio for that championship. But the match that everyone wanted to see at WrestleMania was Andrade and Rey Mysterio, with Selena Vega involved, of course. And Selena Vega, the way she was managing Andrade in those times of 2019, during the feud with Rey Mysterio, that was fantastic, in my opinion. Hell, especially in NXT as well. The one in NXT against Johnny Gargano. My God, the one Johnny Gargano, fantastic, man, fantastic. Are you gonna say something about the Andrade and Selena? Are you gonna say something right now about it?
Yeah, they were literally one of the best acts on NXT television back in the day.
Yeah, for sure, man. And
And
then
then,
Andrade debuted in the Rumble match. I remember. I think it was the day after
yeah,
his match with Johnny Gargano. I don't know if Andrade even tried to tease that Ray was coming back in the first place with the mask. Because some people saying, oh, Ray is back, and it was Andrade with the freaking mask that he had in his entrance. But it was a tribute to someone else, a different luchador that he had in the past. But yeah, Selena Vega and Andrade need to come back together, like
yeah,
ASAP. ASAP. Selena Vega works perfectly with Andrade, and there's no other better person to work with than with Andrade, of course, because Andrade not only he needs some help in his promos, but Selena works perfectly on her promos. Hell, she's great on the mic. She's great on the mic. I think she's one of the best on the mic. Period. Probably top 3 right now, outside of LA Knight, of course, and Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman is the golden mics. He's the
yeah,
golden manager. He's the greatest manager of all time. There's no doubt about that. Look what he did with Roman Reigns for 4 straight years. Yeah, Roman did not watch a single match, and he was controlling him. Paul Heyman. The same with Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman was controlling him. And he made Brock Lesnar look like a fucking beast because Brock Lesnar can't do fucking promos for his life. He can't do fucking promos at all. He can't even say a single word. He stays quiet like this, and Paul will do his dirty work. Paul
yeah,
Heyman's just that guy. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. So at the end of the day, Selena Vega needs to be with Andrade. That's just my prediction.
yeah,
That's just my prediction.
yeah.
Also, I did my prediction, my poll, in the chat. Well, Chad Gable sent me saying, I see y'all rooting for Chad Gable. I actually agree with y'all, with you guys. We're rooting. I think it's gonna end up being Chad Gable. We're also rooting for Chad Gable. I don't disagree with you guys because Chad Gable is gonna win that match. He's gonna, like I said earlier, Chad Gable is gonna have the Creed brothers by his side after he's done with Otis. Otis gonna turn on Sami Zayn. Excuse me, on Chad Gable. Sami Zayn will hit a Haruki kick, but it's not the case. He's actually not gonna win there because the Creed brothers are gonna show up and have Chad Gable's back, with Chad Gable winning the Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, back into the Selena situation. I think Selena needs to be with Andrade. And for AEW with Tony Khan himself, I really hope Tony Khan finds a way to improve television, improve the pay-per-views, improve the length, improve cut the matches a little bit because there's some matches. I'll say this: some matches on the pay-per-views just doesn't even need to be on the card. It doesn't even need it. Like you can name 4 matches from Double or Nothing. Remember the Double or Nothing card? There was like 4 matches that didn't even need to be on the card. There was 6 matches that you can stick on the card, and those will be the matches. The other 4 matches, they don't even need it. You can put it on the pre-show for fuck's sake if you want to. I don't know. You agree with that? In that case, you think of a different opinion in that case? What do you think? So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, we got the votes. I see y'all rooting for Chad Gable, and without further ado, I think it's gonna end up being a great show, in my opinion. Especially with the crowd in Scotland. Scotland's gonna be fucking bananas. I can guarantee you that. SmackDown's not gonna be that interesting, in my opinion. I don't know if you're gonna watch SmackDown. In my case, I'm not gonna watch it because, of course, it's at 2 p.m. and at 2 p.m. I have my induction ceremony for my students association. So I'm not gonna be attending SmackDown or watching SmackDown. I'm not even gonna watch the replay for fuck's sake. I'm gonna be I'm just gonna be celebrate. Hell, I'm not even gonna be at home. I'm gonna be at a basketball activity. It's gonna be an activity from YouTubers actually. Those YouTubers are gonna show up in my area, and they're gonna do like a small event there. Should be pretty fun. The last time though, it was pretty dog shit in my opinion because I think you watched a little clips on my story from my Instagram. There was these YouTubers. They had a fight at the end of the game. It was in the 3rd quarter, and they literally beat the shit out of each other. And the fans, they fucking left. They said, "I'm out. I'm out. Goodbye." Basically, so they went out and they basically didn't came back. So there was only like 25% of the fans that stayed. I stayed there to see what will happen. But
Yeah.
it ended up being a complete waste of time because the vibe just disappeared. The vibe just went off. It was like it was like you know Nick Briz and Savage Squad and all those people. I don't know, you know these guys, or hell even Too High, Chester and Chris London and all those people. Well, they had a battle between the two, which it made Savage Squad and Nick Briz grow even bigger on their channels. And my God, the way they do their events, it's just out of place. Hell, do you have people watching from their chairs and all that stuff, or around the courts, and they'll just put them in danger because they'll fight every time they show up to any type of event. They'll put the fans in danger because they're fighting each other. So what if the fans will like interfere into the game and fight with the players? This is basically what happened in this case with the ones that I show you on my Instagram. So yeah, if you haven't followed my Instagram already, I already put it in the description and also put it in my profile picture. So if you have it already, go follow that. But yeah, in this case, they gotta improve the way to manage games, because not every game, it just cannot happen with with any type of fights. You gotta get rid of the fights. Just let the fans and have a great moment, have them enjoy the the basketball game, the event, and let's just have a good time. Like that's how it should be. Well, unfortunately, in this case, the last time that I was there, it ended up being not the case. So yeah, I don't know if this happened to you at some point. I don't know. You can like share some bit of information about a similar situation to that. But in my case, it was pretty bad. It was horrendous. So yeah, what do you think about the situation? So, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy. You like it? They gotta structure it. Like they gotta get it together. They gotta, make sure everything is straight. And we just can't have that.
Yeah, I was saying. Also, before we end the stream, before we end anything, let's do a little bit of a preview of what could happen Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could be the card for Money in the Bank? What would you do for Money in the Bank outside? Hell, you can even include the characters of the matches, the superstars who's gonna be in the men's side, the women's side, and what other matches you will add. What would you think? What would you do if you had the pen and the paper? What matches will you have at Money in the Bank outside the ladder matches? What do you think?
All right, I would do. Oh crap! What do I do? We need to bring Logan Paul to the show to defend the United States Championship. But we're not gonna do it against LA Knight because that's gonna be for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's a SummerSlam. LA Knight needs to win.
Yeah. I don't know who you defend against though. Let's do him versus Logan Paul versus.
Not Kevin Owens, for God's sake. Don't even put Kevin Owens.
No, we ain't doing that.
Hey, actually, will you be interested in Andrade challenging Logan Paul for the United States Championship and Money in the Bank? Andrade and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
What do you think? I wouldn't mind it. It's like a pretty solid matchup for Logan Paul before SummerSlam. Just saying. What about Andrade and Logan Paul? I wouldn't mind it. I think Andrade and Logan Paul will be perfect. I think they'll build perfect chemistry, in my opinion. I think Andrade and Logan Paul will be perfect for Money in the Bank. Even though Andrade hasn't done shit on the main card yet since his return. Yeah. But I think Andrade is a pretty good choice. You can continue with your card. What do you think?
Yeah, Andrade and Logan Paul, United States title. Intercontinental title, I'm doing Gable versus...
You can have no, not Jey Uso, excuse me.
No. You can do him versus
Ilya Dragunov.
No, I think we get a rematch.
Rematch?
The same.
With everyone banned from ringside? Banned from ringside. We gotta have a queen winner here. Winner. If that's the case, who will win in the rematch? Let's say Chad Gable wins at Clash of the Castle, and Shaq Gable
Yeah.
goes to Money in the Bank as champion. What do you think? Do you think that Shaq Gable will beat Sami Zayn, or will Sami Zayn get the title back? What do you think is gonna happen? That's the case.
You know what? Actually, let me change that. I think Sami Zayn's going to be in the ladder match.
Yes,
I think Gable.
this is gonna be
You
a
should
tough
bring a
one.
guy like.
Dragon
You should
Lee.
bring a guy like that. Dragon Lee, yes.
Oh my
That
god,
can
I
actually.
got big ass brain, man. I got some big ass brain. I forgot about Dragon Lee.
I
I
was.
apologize.
I was going to say Dijak, but Dijak should be in the ladder match.
Dude, where's Dijak about to say? Is he
Yeah. What?
still on where the fuck is Dijak? Is he still on Twitter fucking tweeting and shit and fucking shit
What?
on the fans? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is Dijak doing? God damn it. We
Where's
need
the ma-
Dijak on television, man.
Yeah. This guy is it's literally the master of the ratio, man.
Dude, ratio in the big 2024, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ratio in the big 2024. I mean, I haven't heard that word in fucking years, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who even uses ratio in 2024? That's just my question.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I
Uh,
will put Dragon Lee in there. Dragon Lee against Shaq Gable. That'll be fantastic, my opinion. That'll be
yeah. So
fantastic.
that's 4 matches because you got the 2 ladder matches, then you got the 2 mid card title matches. Um,
Let's say Damian
let's
Priest
see.
becomes world champion, or retains the world title. Who will you defend it
Uh,
against? Will
who
you
we
even
putting
give him
up?
the time off, the night off, or we have him defend the title?
Give him the night off because we all know he's going to be defended against Gunther.
Yeah, I think he should have the night off. That's just my
Yeah.
opinion. What about Cody Rhodes? Should he defend the
Cody
title?
Rhodes.
This is a tough one, actually, because there isn't that much top guys. Not Solo Sikoa. I don't want to see Solo Sikoa in the
No,
mix.
no,
For
no,
fuck's
no,
sake.
no.
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
And Randy Orton is too early, man. Randy Orton's too
Yeah,
early.
that's SummerSlam.
Randy Orton.
So
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes.
they could get away with that.
Will you turn Kevin Owens heel?
No,
Or have a friendly battle for the title, you know what I'm saying?
it's, just have a friendly battle. That's another storyline that's written.
Another story? Sure. And then we
Yeah,
get Randy Orton showing up. Then we get, after the match, Randy Orton showing up and finally attack Cody Rhodes after the match, in which actually leads to Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes battle at SummerSlam, which I think that's what the fans want. I want that match. I think you want that match between Randy Orton and
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. It is probably one of the best matches that WWE can put on television right now, or on PLEs, pay-per-views, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So yeah. Any other title matches you want to add, or any other matches? You know what I'm saying?
Let's get Bayley off. Let's get Liv Morgan in there against Selena Vega.
Selena
Because
Vega.
they're all,
I was actually
yeah.
thinking about Selena Vega actually, because Selena Vega hasn't done anything, and I think Selena Vega needs to have some matches. Like, I don't understand why she is at ringside with Dragon Lee, Ray, and do absolutely nothing but just cheer them on. Let's have her get some matches, for fuck's sake. Give her some matches. Maybe against Dakota Kai, maybe against Io Sky, maybe against Lyra Valkyria in there. Come on, let's have Selena Vega do some matches and have her face.
Yeah, I think because her and Selena Vega brawled on Monday, so I think they'll build that up towards a future championship match.
Yeah.
And it should be a good showing.
Oh,
For
sure,
Selena.
for sure.
Yeah.
Selena Vega's been dying for a title match, so I expect some great performance from Selena Vega. So I think Selena Vega will fit perfectly with Morgan. Hell, when Morgan got attacked by Selena Vega last month on Monday on Raw, so that could lead for a match on Money in the Bank. Who knows? I think it's gonna happen, but obviously when Morgan will retain. But Rhea Ripley, does she return Money in the Bank, or is she gonna return later?
If she's good,
In the few weeks.
if she's good to go, then yeah, have her come back at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then if she's not gonna be ready for, that's gonna sting because you're gonna need a big match for Liv Morgan at SummerSlam if Rhea's not gonna be ready.
I forgot, for the love of God, I hope she's clear for SummerSlam. I really hope so. Rhea Ripley, because
Yeah, I hope she's because if she's not back by then,
WWE has the chance to recreate what Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero did in 2005 with the custody of Dominic,
Yeah.
and they could do the same thing, but with Dominic again, but with Rhea Ripley and with Morgan, also with the title on the line. Not only the
Yeah.
title, but with Dominic. For fuck's sake, the winner gets Dominic. The winner gets to kiss Dominic during the whips, bro. You know what I'm saying? That would be fucking fantastic. WWE has the opportunity to build that matchup for SummerSlam, and I really hope they make
Yeah.
it happen. I really hope
Yeah.
so.
I hope Rhea will be there for SummerSlam, man. Because if she's not, oh God, who's Liv gonna face?
Yeah, bro, that'll be a problem because there's nobody. We don't want to see Will Morgan, Wire Valkyria, Wire who? Wire who? Not fam. I don't want to see Wire Valkyria in face with Morgan SummerSlam. Nobody wants to see that. If I'm be honest with you. Edward Jones, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream, man.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's good, bro? Let's continue with the card. Is there any other match you want to add to the to Money in the Bank? Is there any other match? So you got Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. You added Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. You added Selena Vega and Liv Morgan. What about the ladder match? Let's talk about the ladder matches. Who should be in the ladder matches? We already mentioned Sami Zayn. We already mentioned Jey Uso. I think they will have at least six people in the matches. So
Because how many did they take last year?
I think they did 6 or 7. I think they did 6 or 7. I think they did 6.
Oh, for the women's, they took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They took 6 for the women. For the men's, they took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They took 7 for the men.
You know what? I will do one better. I'm gonna ask the chat. I'm gonna put a Q&A so we can give us some help. Ladder match. Boom. And there you go. Y'all can participate in this if y'all want to. So yeah, here is the question: who should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match? Not name Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, because I think those two will be in the match. One name I'll put, and that's my pick to win the match, is Finn Balor. Finn Balor needs to be in there. Finn Balor, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn. Those will be your 3 Raw superstars. Now from SmackDown, I think I'll put Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens will be one person. Andrade will be another one. And Carmelo Hayes will be another one. I think Carmelo Hayes gets a spot in there. Will you change any of those wrestlers? Any of the ones that I mentioned? Those are my 6. Like I said, I mentioned Sami Zayn. I mentioned Sami Zayn. I mentioned Jey Uso. I mentioned Finn Balor. I mentioned Andrade. I mentioned Carmelo Hayes. And I mentioned Kevin Owens. I mentioned those 6. And you had to change. Who will you put in that ladder match? Who will you put?
I think a Bloodline member will be in there. I think Solo Sikoa will be in there for SmackDown. Take out Andrade and you put in Solo.
Andrade and Solo? Okay. I mean,
if Andrade is facing Logan Paul, then you would have to throw in Solo in it.
Wait, my bad. Yeah. I mentioned Andrade and Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Andrade out of the picture. We got Solo Sikoa. I wouldn't mind Solo Sikoa actually in this match. I wouldn't mind it, even though we already seen Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa 5,000 times. But this is a ladder match, and Solo Sikoa is gonna fight with any other wrestler in the match: Finn Balor, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Carmelo Hayes. But is there any other guy that you want to change outside those?
No.
No? Okay.
No,
perfect.
that's perfect.
Okay, perfect. So let's leave that. No women. Let's add the women here. So we're not mentioning Selena Vega, and we're not mentioning Liv Morgan. We're not mentioning Bayley, and we're not mentioning Nia Jax. Those 4 are out of the picture. So who do you think is gonna be in the ladder match? Who do you think? I can give you some options. I can give you some options.
Obviously, we're gonna throw in Dakota. We're gonna throw in Kyrie.
Yes.
We're gonna throw in We're gonna throw in Lara.
Who?
Yeah.
Who? Lyra, who?
We'll,
Oh, shit.
we'll throw in Lara. Uh,
SmackDown has a dog shit women's division. Oh my god.
let's throw in. I don't want to leave Io out of this.
No, definitely not. Io needs to be in this. Io needs to be in this.
Yeah.
So I think you probably gotta cut Kairi Sane out of the picture. I think you probably gotta cut off Kairi Sane. Because there's 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown. You mentioned Dakota, you mentioned Io Sky, you mentioned Kairi Sane, but you mentioned Lyra Curia. Lyra needs to be in there. The obvious choice in this will be Kairi Sane. Unfortunately, I want to see Kairi in the match. I want to see her in the match.
Because Kyrie got left out of Queen of the Ring and Dakota got left out of Queen of the Ring, and like that's just gonna be messed up if Kyrie gets cut and Dakota get cut from those matches. It's
Yeah,
really gonna be sad.
I
And
don't want
it's
to see. I want to see that.
and it's really a shame how they done those girls, man. Like they
I
really
hope.
have done nothing.
Yeah, I hope WWE can actually do 7 for the women. I think that'll be
Yeah,
better. I think that'll be better for the
yeah,
women. So no, so you don't leave Kyrie out of the picture. Even though quality over quantity is the option here. But here's the thing: the women have a problem here. So you don't want to leave any of those women out of the picture. I think you should have all these women in the match. Kyrie Sane, Dakota Kai, Lyra Curia, and Io Sky. All these women need to be in the match. Now for SmackDown. SmackDown. And we're gonna match SmackDown. Who should be in this match?
give me Naomi, give me Tiffany, and give me Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. Oh my god. I said earlier. I said it earlier. If Chelsea Green wins the Money in the Bank contract, that would be fucking ridiculous at the same time. But I like it at the same time because I love Chelsea Green. Hell, Chelsea Green is one of my picks to win the whole thing, the Money in the Bank contract. I think she's one of my picks. Another option, of course, the one that you're going with, Dakota Kai, of course. Dakota Kai, I think should be a favorite to win the matchup. Yeah, and Tiffany Stratton, unfortunately, it's not her time yet. Even though a lot of people want to see Tiffany Stratton win the Money in the Bank contract, I just don't see it happening. I'm being honest with you. I'm sorry. Edward Jones says Naomi, Tiffany, and Chelsea Green from the women's side. And you're going with Naomi? I wouldn't mind Naomi, but here's the thing. Naomi right now doesn't make sense. Just being honest. Just doesn't make sense. Hell, she's been losing, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired.
Yeah, you can see it's like everybody in that match has been losing. Like nobody.
Except Tiffany Stratton. Except Tiffany Stratton. She's been winning.
Except Tiffany Stratton and Lara Valkyria.
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria had a couple wins there. Hell, she made the finals, for fuck's sake. Also beating Io Sky. Keep that in mind. Even though Io Sky got her win back. She got her win back. So they're basically 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll do the third match at SummerSlam or something like that. But this is my problem with the women's division. They don't put faith into their roster.
Yeah. They don't take it seriously. They don't take it seriously at all. No, they don't take it seriously. Also, one more thing. I forgot about this. Next week on Raw. I forgot about this. Next week on Raw. We could be seeing the debut, or I should say the return, of Bo Dallas. Where she could build the new wife family type of thing. Now, I will say this. Are you interested in whatever the hell are they doing with this new wife family thing? Are you even interested? Because they've been waiting for 2 months. It's been 2 months and I've been bored with this. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I've been bored.
Honestly, who's gonna wrestle out of that group?
That's a good question actually. Probably Nikki Cross. Probably Nikki Cross. Because I don't see Bo Dallas wrestle for a while at least. Eric Rowan, not even a chance. Probably Joe Gacy, maybe. Probably Joe Gacy. I wouldn't mind Joe Gacy actually.
I don't know why they're dragging this stuff out.
They're taking way too long. They should have done this like in May at least. in May.
Yeah, something's telling me they don't have anything planned for them, and that this shit is gonna be a failure.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
what.
I can't trust what they're gonna do.
Because like
I just hoping they do actually something good at this with this.
yeah, because when you're dragging video packages of someone for so long, you're just telling us, hey, I don't have creative plans for this person at the moment. So I'm just gonna keep giving you teases and teases and teases, and then we'll debut them. It's kind of like the YSS video packages and the QR codes. It kind of reminds me of Veer. Whenever they just kept teasing
Yeah,
Veer.
yeah,
Yeah,
Veer, dude. Oh my god, I cannot forget the amount of time they spent for fucking Veer Mahan. That man spent what was it, 6 months? Like
yeah,
6 months, only to be a fucking failure on the main roster. They had a feud with Rey Mysterio, and then Ray and Dominic will limit, and Mustafa Ali, I forgot about him. They'll all eliminate Veer, and right after that, Veer was not seen. After that,
yeah,
it was not seen. So I want to say that Ray, Dominic, and Ali buried him because, of course, they got one in them because Veer did
yeah,
beat all of those three. He beat all those three: Ray, Dominic, and Mustafa. All of those three, the weeks before the Battle Royal. That was in Battle Royal Battle Fight. You forgot about that. But yeah, ever since that, Veer was not seen, and then he got released, and then he got
yeah.
brought. I think they brought him back for a couple more matches, but after that, we didn't see anything else from Veer Mahan. After that, we didn't saw anything. We saw anything. And my God, Veer Mahan. I just hope I don't see him again. I'll be honest. I don't want to see this. It's just his ass on television again. I don't want to see his ass. By the way, Spingui. I don't know that's how it's pronounced, but yeah, that's how it pronounces. I apologize. That's my mistake. But yeah, thank you for appearing in the stream. I appreciate you coming into the stream. So yeah, one more thing. What would you do for The Rock and Roman Reigns return? How will you book those two when they come back from their hiatus? What will you do with them?
I think when Kid Kaleo comes in, you wait a while, and then you know the new bloodline, they're bullying Paul Heyman, and then Jimmy comes back first.
Hmm.
I think Jimmy comes back first, tries to follow this new bloodline, 8-hour work. He has to go call up Jay, and then the Usos get back together as a tag team as baby faces,
Hmm.
and then Jacob comes in.
Yeah.
God, how you gonna debut all these guys in a short week span?
Keep in mind, they're gonna build this for a War Games match. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and then Roman is the last to return. He thinks he's with the new bloodline, and then he goes back to he gets
Also,
back with his cousins. Yeah,
yes, who should be the babyface? The Rock or Roman Reigns?
Roman's bloodline.
Who should
Easily
be?
Roman.
Yes. Put those ones up. Exactly, Edward Jones. Put those ones up for the voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns, dude, the fans want Roman. Hell, but they saying we want Roman week after week after week. So that's where you can just tell that Roman Reigns will be a babyface when he comes back. Now, I think The Rock returns a little early because I think when they do Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton at SummerSlam, after that match, The Rock returns. The Rock returns, goes face to face with Cody, and they get that rematch. I don't know when they're gonna do it. I don't know if it's at Bash in Bernie or in Saudi Arabia in September. I don't know if the EPL actually, yeah, my fault. They actually announced Crown Jewel in November, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in November. Crown
Yeah,
Jewel, yeah, they announced Crown Jewel in November. So that leaves without a PLE for September, which
I don't
I don't know what they're
I
gonna
don't think
do.
we get one in September.
We don't get one in September. Okay, so
No.
probably gonna get like a stream. Actually, I don't know if the stream rules will even make sense. But anyway, they might do a PLE in October. That's what I'm expecting. So probably the PLE that they do in October, that's when we get The Rock and Cody Rhodes for the championship, and that's when Roman Reigns will probably return, unless you're gonna have him return early for Roman Reigns. Will you have Roman Reigns return for SummerSlam? What do you think?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Roman Reigns. Yeah, At
Both guys,
SummerSlam, that'll be
both people, both guys.
yeah.
The Rock and Roman Reigns in the same match after Cody's done with Randy Orton. Like, Cody beats Randy. The Rock returns, but we have Roman Reigns return as well in the same match. What do you think?
They, I think Rock returns at SummerSlam. If they want to return Roman in the same match, they can get away with it. Or Rock can come back at SummerSlam, and then Roman can come back at the October pay-per-view.
Yeah, yeah.
Which the October pay-per-view, I assume they'll do probably Payback.
Yeah. Payback. I forgot about that one. Payback. They did it last year, so I'm expecting them to do another one this year. Joe,
Well,
Joe,
Fastlane.
Joe. By the way, welcome to the stream. Appreciate
Yeah.
you coming to the stream. I think Cody's gonna retain the Clash of Champions. Us too. We're also rooting for Cody to win the Clash of the Castle. But the main thing is, what would you do with Roman Reigns and The Rock itself? Because I think The Rock is gonna return before Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns gonna spend a little bit more time training. That's what he's doing. He's been in the gym, going in the best shape of his life, basically. But The Rock, I think he will return SummerSlam. He will interrupt Cody Rhodes' celebration, and we will have The Rock and Cody Rhodes before the end of the year for the championship. Roman Reigns returns, and that's where we get War Games as Survivor Series. That's where we get the two bloodlines. Basically. The two bloodlines face it off. Will you have Roman Reigns and The Rock wrestle in the War Games match? Will you have both of them wrestle? What do you think?
Yeah.
Fuck it, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
They should be in the War Games match. No ifs, ands, or buts. They should be in that War Games match.
Yeah.
Or else, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah, exactly. Because who will even watch the others? Who will watch the others? And that's it.
Yeah, because if Roman and Rock is not in that War Games match, nobody's gonna. It's just nobody's gonna care.
Exactly.
For real.
But you gotta have Rock and Reigns do like a minimum of work. You know what I'm saying? I think they should be the last ones entering the match from both teams. Both teams should have The Rock and Roman Reigns into last. If they want to have Roman Reigns and The Rock healthy going to WrestleMania, which I think that's what they should do if they're gonna do the War Games matchup for Survivor Series. And I'm excited for it. I cannot wait for both guys to return. That it should they've been. I will say this. I've been dying, and at the same time, they desperately need both guys on television because right now SmackDown is completely dead, meaningless, and nobody cares basically about SmackDown right now. Cody Rhodes by himself is just not enough, in my opinion. He's just not enough on television. But I don't mind his world champion. But right now, being the face of the SmackDown, it's just not enough in my opinion. Also, Edward in the chat said Jey Uso should win the Money in the Bank and failed because of the bloodline. What do you think about that one? What do you think? Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank, cashes in, but the bloodline cost him?
That could work.
I mean,
That could work.
Would that be long-term booking for War Games? I mean, that would be kind of long-term booking. Like, okay, let's have the bloodline attack Jey Uso, fail his cash in, and Jey Uso's like, okay, I'm gonna put this on it. I'm gonna put an end on this. I'm tired of the bloodline. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I need their asses out of here. Like, basically, I don't want to deal with these guys anymore. Even though they're on different brands, which I don't know how that would make sense. But since they're on PLEs, anyone can show up at any point. So, if they're gonna do that, it's at a PLE, whether it's at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, one of those two. That's it. How it should go. If you want to have the bloodline cost Jey Uso the World Championship and the Money in the Bank briefcase, but in my opinion, not gonna happen because I think Finn Balor will win the Money in the Bank contract. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you think? Will you go with Finn Balor as well? Finn Balor?
Yeah.
100%.
I'll go Finn Balor. Yeah.
You said as well, Dakota Kai for the woman.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai. Cody Rhodes will retain against Kevin Owens. Logan Paul retains against Andrade. And as well, do you mention anything else in? Oh, Selena
Yeah,
and
Slam.
Selena and Liv Morgan.
Yeah,
Liv Morgan retains. So,
yeah.
for SummerSlam, what other matches we add? We already have. Okay, let's just say we already have Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. We have Gunther and Damon Priest. We have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. So that's 3. Uh, what about the Intercontinental Championship? What will happen there? Who should face Shaq Gable or Sami Zayn, whoever is champion at SummerSlam? What will you do? You're the GM.
Cable versus Ilya Dragunov.
Dragunov, will you pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Trigger. Bets.
No, I would keep the title on Gable. I think
Braun Strowman. Nah. The Strowman Express. Choo-choo. The Strowman Express. And no way we're gonna have the Strowman Express.
going choo choo. No.
Oh my god. So yeah, Shaq Gable, will you have him face? Or should you take the night off?
No, Gable. Excuse me. Gable needs to defend against Dragunov.
Dragunov? I'll put
Yeah.
Dragunov the title on him. I'll put the title on Dragunov. Unfortunately.
No.
Or you want to go the other way.
No, I'm putting the title on Otis.
Wow. Otis.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey man, I mean, after what could happen at Clash of the Castle, it could happen. Just saying. Damn. Shaq Gable and Otis? That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that, actually. I wouldn't mind Otis. If Otis faces Gable at SummerSlam, he's winning the title. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Otis will turn him. That's what's gonna happen. And the Creed brothers will show up at some point in the match and help Gable win the championship. But man, Otis and Shaq Gable at SummerSlam, that'll be fucking sick. And the crowd will go nuts when Otis wins his first singles championship in WWE, because he has never won a single championship. I don't think has even won a tag team title. Actually, my fault. He won the tag title with Shaq Gable. Actually, he won the tag title. But outside of that, he has not won a single title. So, do you think Otis should have a single championship run this year? Intercontinental Championship or any other title? What do you think?
Yeah, IC title. Gable's the champion.
Yeah. I will have him winning the title. What are the matches we add? We already mentioned Otis. We mentioned Shaq Gable, Cody, and Randy Orton. We already have Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Logan Paul, LA Knight. Keep that in mind. I hope LA Knight wins. If LA Knight does not win, I'll turn it on the television. Just say that man needs to win the United States Championship, bro. I'm sorry.
Io Skylar, Akira, since they're both at 1-1.
I don't know. Ray will have a match. I don't think so. I don't think Ray should have.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for Ray. I want to see Ray in the match at SummerSlam, but the thing is with who? That's the question. Because I want to have him face Carlito, for fuck's sake. How many times will we have to see Ray and Carlito, for fuck's sake? I don't want to see that, bro. So, what about Bianca and Jade? What will you have to do? Will you have Tiffany Stratton and
Casey and Katana? And Tiffany and I add them to the mix as well.
Triple threat? Will you have it for the triple threat for the tag titles? Or will you have Casey, Katana Chance and Katie Carter challenge them at Money in the Bank, and in SummerSlam we get Tiffany and Nia Jax. Even though my fault. Even though I don't want to see Nia Jax go double duty. Nia Jax go double duty. So probably the other way around. Have Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton face Bianca and Jade at Money in the Bank. SummerSlam you could have Casey or Katana Chance and Kata Carter go after those tag titles. I want to see them challenge for the tag titles. Because I know Katana Chance can go. She is a great wrestler. Just saying. So I think that's how it should go. And yes, we already mentioned Bayley and Nia Jax. Who will win that match between Bayley and Nia Jax?
I think if Bayley and Nia Jax happens, I think man, if they want to do Jay Cargill and Nia Jax, Nia Jax,
I'll put Nia Jax. I'll have Nia Jax win the championship. Nia Jax,
yeah,
I gotta get Nia Jax credit. She's been doing the best job of her career by a long shot. Better than what she did in 2016 to 2020, something like that, 2021. Comparing to her first run, this has been so much better, in my opinion.
and then if Bayley wins, Dakota's cashed in on her because of the SummerSlam history. Because 2022 Damage Control was introduced, 2023 EO won the title, and then 2024 you can have Dakota win the title. It's like that's just a perfect scenario.
Yeah. Or you could have that in no contest, Dakota will cash in, wins the title.
Yeah.
It could go either way. But if I had to pick between
And
Bayley and Nia Jax, I'll go Nia Jax.
yeah, and then if you want to do the whole, I know a Damage Control triple threat. We wish we can. If you want to do this Damage Control triple threat, you can have EO win the Royal Rumble.
EO? I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I don't see any other person that should win that match. Not even Valkyria. No, not even a chance. Or not even Jade and Bianca, because Jade probably is gonna challenge Nia Jax for the title.
Yeah.
At some point. Because I don't know if Dakota Kai is gonna hold that title for long if she wins the title of SummerSlam. I don't think she's gonna be champion for that long. I don't think she's gonna be
August to April, that's damn near 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 8 months. That's an 8-month title reign.
Yeah. But I don't see Dakota Kai even entering WrestleMania as champion. I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't think she would. Unless they want to drag it out to WrestleMania, then
you know what WWE does? They want to drag shit out. You know what I'm
saying? I don't think. Yeah, if she wins the title, then she won't hold it pat.
Yeah. With that being said, we got that done. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. How would that turn out? Would have Cody Rhodes win clean? What do you think? Against Randy Orton at SummerSlam. What would you do?
I think Cody Rhodes will retain, and
yeah, I know Cody's retaining.
No, but I think.
But against Randy, clean? Oh, I don't know about that one. Damn, that would be bad for Randy. For someone with Randy? No, fine. That would be sad. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing Randy Orton champion. Fuck's sake. That's how good Randy Orton is. As a heel, even as a heel. Remember the Wedgie Killer Randy Orton back in 2020? My God, I think that was my favorite version of Randy Orton. My favorite version.
If Randy's heel, then he can. I don't know. Should he lose clean if he's heel?
I don't know, man. That's rough. That'll be tough. That'll be tough.
I don't know. I feel like nowadays we're so scared to see wrestlers lose clean, and yeah.
Edward Jones also said 09 Randy Orton, 2009 Randy Orton is his favorite version.
Maybe Randy tries to cheat against Cody. We get a referee bump, and then backfires on him, and then Cody hits his finisher and wins the match.
No, don't worry. Bless you, by the way. So yeah, Randy Orton, man, it's gonna be tough what they do with Randy Orton. What WWE is gonna do probably is gonna have Cody Rhodes win clean. Unfortunately, that's what might happen. I don't want to see Randy lose clean because Randy Orton is one of my favorites, and the fact that Randy Orton is a heel in his first match ends up being in a Queen loss, I don't want to see that happen. I'll be honest. But yeah, like I was saying, 2020 Randy Orton was easily my favorite.
Yeah.
Even though 2009 Randy Orton, I also like 2009 Randy Orton. That was fantastic with what he did with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase forming Legacy. Probably one of the best matches they ever done in history, in my opinion. But man, what they did with Randy Orton back in 2020, attacking every single legend possible. For example, Big Show, Edge, Christian, Ric Flair, and Drew McIntyre's WWE champion. Hell, he beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE title.
Yeah.
In which it didn't make sense having him beat Drew McIntyre, only for him to lose a month later to Drew McIntyre and face Roman Reigns. I would love to see Roman Reigns and Randy Orton at that Survivor Series 2020. But it ended up being Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Even though I loved the match between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns, it was fantastic. That match between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. But speaking of Randy Orton, my favorite version of Randy Orton, 2020 Randy Orton, by far. What he did in 2021? No. With Bray Wyatt in 2021, I didn't like that at all. I'm sorry. It was garbage. What they did at WrestleMania, and the few months before that, where Randy Orton put Bray Wyatt on fire and all that shit. Nah, I did not like that. I thought I was garbage, if I'm being honest with you. But before anything that had to do with Bray Wyatt, I love it. Love it. Everything that Randy Orton do, fantastic. 2020 Randy Orton will go down as my favorite version of all time. Easily. If you had to say a favorite version of Randy Orton, will you say the same one, or will you pick a different year? What do you think?
I'll say 2009.
2009.
I mean, yeah.
2009. The same with Cody Rhodes. Do you think you love more the version of Cody Rhodes right now than what he did before his return? What do you think? Is the version of Cody Rhodes right now comparing to the previous version, where he had the mask on and he did the legacy and all that stuff? I love the one with the mask.
Yeah, the mask on and the paper bags. That was my favorite.
Dude, his match with Rey Mysterio and his feud with Rey Mysterio. So good, man. That was so good.
Yeah, and then he had his theme music was just such a killer vibe. Like,
guys, if you haven't watched Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, you gotta watch that back. And the feud as well. The feud. Those SmackDowns before that, Cody Rhodes was fantastic. And shout out to Rey for being the one who actually pitched the idea of having Cody Rhodes challenge him at WrestleMania. He probably did one of the best decisions of his life, basically. Putting over Cody Rhodes.
Wait, Ray actually pitched that match to happen?
Yes, to Vince McMahon himself. He will smash that locker room. He will smash that front office, the door, and will kick the front door of Vince, and will tell Vince, I have an idea for WrestleMania. What about we do myself and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania with the mask? And he said, and he showed all the ideas that he had with the mask on and all the stories that they had planned. And Mr. McMahon said, all right, it's official. You got a WrestleMania. Perfect like that. And Cody Rhodes, my God, ever since that, perfect. Top tier perfect.
I learn something new. I learn something new every day.
Something perfect. Hey, y'all haven't watched that, man? If y'all haven't watched that, I recommend y'all to watch it. Probably one of my favorite moments of Cody Rhodes' career. Even though, we did saw Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year, but his match with Rey Mysterio, even though I was a little kid, but still, I was almost only like, fucking 7 years old watching that match.
Yeah.
And I was a huge Rey Mysterio fan, and watching that match, I was a little fucking crybaby watching him lose. Even though, right now, going back, it was like, nah, bro, Cody Rhodes was phenomenal. Hell, he was over. The fans had him more over than Rey Mysterio himself. That's how over Cody Rhodes was at WrestleMania. Even though they were in his hometown, he's from Atlanta, Georgia, and the crowd was behind him over Rey Mysterio. That was one of the best matches, not only of Cody Rhodes' career, but in my opinion, WrestleMania history. My opinion. Not only that match, but the story itself. One of the best for WrestleMania. And the one Ray did with CM Punk as well, and with Eddie Guerrero. But Eddie Guerrero, that's for SummerSlam. I'm not gonna count that. So, But the one that he did with CM Punk, where he brought his family, Ray brought his family, and CM Punk will actually sing happy birthday to Ray's daughter Aaliyah. That shit was funny as fuck, man. That shit was funny. It made Ray so pissed that he beat the shit out of him at WrestleMania in just 7 minutes. I don't know why they only did 7 minutes. That was a little weird. It was. I thought they could do like at least 10 minutes, but the story between the two, I love it. And then from there to Cody Rhodes, and the year after, shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray. I think we should give Ray his flowers. Just saying. Creating one of the best matches yet for WrestleMania. First CM Punk and then Cody Rhodes. He has made 2 big stars here today. They're the 2 most over guys on the roster today. That's how good Ray is. Shout out Ray. You gotta give his flowers. That's why he will remember as one of the greatest of all time. So, without further ado, you have anything else that you want to add on to any of the matches that they're gonna happen across the castle before we end the stream tonight? Just saying. Is there anything else?
Man, it's all good. We're all good. Clash is gonna be a fun show Saturday. So, yeah, man, I can't wait, man.
Man, it's gonna be an interesting couple months, and I cannot wait. Especially Clash of the Castle. I'm gonna be watching Clash of the Castle, of course, from my TV. And I'm going to be streaming Clash of the Castle, and as well as Alex. I'm assuming Alex will stream the show as well. So if you want to check that, the link is in the description. So if you want to watch Alex's channel and his stream, go watch his stream in the description. He's going to stream SmackDown. I think he can stream SmackDown, by the way, right? I think you can stream SmackDown.
No, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to stream Saturday.
We're not streaming SmackDown. I don't even stream SmackDown, for God's sake. I only stream Monday Night Raw. But yeah, we're going to stream Clash of the Castle on my Perspective channel. So you're gonna watch Clash of the Castle with us. You're free to do so with either Alex or myself. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. There was a consistent 6+ people in the stream. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Shout out to Alex. I appreciate you doing this with me. It's the very first time that we do something like this, and I really hope we do this for the next couple PLEs that we have in the future for Money in the Bank. For SummerSlam. Hell, we could do AEW as well. I don't mind AEW as well. I don't mind, to be honest. We got Forbidden Door and in 2 weeks or so, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 weeks from Sunday is Forbidden Door.
Even though they haven't announced that much matches, but it should be a fun show, in my opinion. I think it should be a fun show. Not like the best show of all time. Because this year at least it belongs to Revolution. Revolution was easily the best AEW show they have ever done. With that Sting main event match, this entrance with his 2 sons, fantastic stuff. Yeah. And the triple threat match, that was also very good. The pay-per-view itself was fucking amazing. The only thing though, it was a little too long. That was the only thing I did not like. That I slept at 1 a.m. that night. So, and I was streaming at 1 a.m. That was probably the worst part of it. But yeah, what Tony Khan needs to improve for Forbidden Door is lower the time, man. Please don't make us stay watching this show at fucking 1 a.m., man. It is ridiculous, man. And please have matches. In my opinion, 8 matches. That's it. If you want to do 6 matches, that's even better. That's even better with 6 matches. Hell, the matches that you have right now on the card, that's probably should be the card. I don't think you should add any more matches. I'll be honest with you. So yeah. Without further ado, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, without further ado, thank you guys for watching the stream. I appreciate the new subscribers that sub to the channel today. If you have it already, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to Alice as well. He just hit 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations to him. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so hoping we can hit that before the end of the year. I'm really hoping. So it's just depend on the grind itself. We just gotta keep grinding, and that's exactly what we're gonna do on our Perspective channel. So yeah, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. If you have it already, subscribe if you're new. Like if you have it already, tune in on Saturday on both of our channels, on Alice's channel and on my channel. Comment down below what else you want to see from our both channels. If you want to see this again, let us know, because we're definitely going to do this again at some point. I just hope it is a success like we did tonight. We only did 2 hours. I thought we were gonna do an hour, but we lasted a little longer. But hey, man, it was the first one. We gotta test it out. So yeah, we can check the stream right after to see what things we can do better. Also, you guys can recommend us what things we can do better from for streams like this, because this is the very first one that I do something like this, and I love any recommendations that y'all give us in the comments below. So yeah, without further ado, thank you, Alex. I appreciate so much for coming to the stream and coming to do this podcast with me. I'll call this a podcast. If I say, hell, we should have a name for this podcast. If I say the CNA, CNA. I think we'll probably pretty. You know, the C for my name and the A for your name. That'll be a pretty solid name. But yeah, we gotta think about a name, and I wanna make a name for this future podcast. We're hoping that we can make it a monthly, at least monthly, because we're focusing on our channel, so I don't wanna waste a lot of time with what he's doing in his life, and as well as my life as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. This is Chris. This is Alex. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys on Saturday for Clash of the Castle. So yeah, peace out, guys.
Yeah.